Yo, what is good, Eagles Nation? This is your boy AK Eagles, and I'm the host of the Eagles Uncensored podcast. And I had to bring on two of my guys, MK and Birdman951. If you do not know these guys or not sub to them, please go like and subscribe to their content. And please let's get these likes up on this channel. Let's get the subs up at 100 subs. I'm gonna give away a free Jaylen Hurts jersey to one lucky winner. So let's get to 100 fast as possible. What's going on, everybody in the chat? How you doing? Sports Talk. Let's go Birds. How you doing? Primetime Stephen Joyce. What's going on, dude? Big play. Vic 3. Nice to see y'all in
You
here.
got a
Thank
big
you for
crowd
joining
in
us.
here right now. You got a good crowd
Yeah,
right now.
thank you. Appreciate y'all for being here. Yeah, no, well, we came together because this thing with Dan Orlovsky today really touched me deep, dude. Like it pissed me off. So, the hate for Jalen Hurts has got to stop. I get it. He's inexperienced. He's only played 4 games, blah, 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 what the fuck ever. I don't give a shit. This kid, he's going to be bringing the rain this year. I know it, but I want to get y'all's thoughts because this was so disrespectful, man. First, it's the top 40 list. Now it's the, let's get it done. Come on, Mitch.
Where do you want me to even begin? Like, I don't even know where to begin with all this BS. Like, I really do not. Because, like what you just told me before is still like he was talking about Jalen Hurts getting him in, right? When Carson Wentz was telling him to get him in. And then now he's like, go back in time. And it's just like, hopefully they didn't make that choice back then. It's like, where's the common sense here? Where's the common sense? That's my thing.
Yeah.
Yo, Key in the building. What is up?
Yo, what's up, Yee? How you doing, man? Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. West Coast supporting East. Go, my guy. Yo, what's up, Bird Gang? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining in. So, all right, Bird, man. I see you got your bat. You're ready to whoop some ass, so let it be.
Yeah, it's just frustrating, man. Seeing the disrespect going on, it's just absolutely just making me want to vomit. We can't even get to them training camp without all this stupid noise, and everybody's trying to go after the Birds to get some likes and clicks. It's just embarrassing that these analysts are just trying to come up with everything and anything. The worst teams in the NFL, no one's really even talking about them. But we're somehow being talked about because of the fear or whatever. The division has been, trash for 2 years. So I don't know why everybody's thinking that, we're just going to win 2 games and that's it. But, Dan, for 2 years now, he's been sticking up for Carson Wentz, and it's just ridiculous because he is going in the Bible of excuses to find everything for Carson Wentz. And I'm going to say some things that people are going to be pissed about, but, it's just angering me more and more because if I go down for every game that Carson has let us down, it wasn't just last year. He's had many letdowns. It's not our fault. Yeah, he got injured and everything like that. But there's just many things that just kept adding to it and adding to it. Little glimpses of his failure was coming to an end. His fairy tale was coming to an end. He could not handle the pressure. What Nick Foles did, it absolutely destroyed him. Let's face it. This is not just about Jalen Hurts. Nick Foles has a lot to do with it because he has the Vince Lombardi. He is the Super Bowl MVP, guys. Us asking Carson Wentz to just do that and repeat that was just too tall of a task, guys. He had to go to if it was not Indy, he's going to go somewhere else. If he does really bad in Indy, he's just going to be that quarterback that's just going to be on 20 different teams. Let's face it. He has to be I don't think he can ever duplicate his MVP candidate race. Let's just face it. I don't think he has it. I don't think and it's not that, and I'm not trying to hate on the guy, but when you're trying to do apples and oranges comparison like that, leave Jalen Hurts alone, dude. We haven't even seen what the capability of what Hurts is going to do. We are trying to build. We don't know if Jalen's going to be that successful, Jalen Rager. We still have to see. We got dudes like Whiteside on the team. We have a situation with Zach Ertz. We're kind of being held with balls and chains with this whole Zach dilemma. This Zach Ertz thing dilemma is really ticking me off. I'm trying to calm down because he's supposedly gonna show up for camp. But I want the Zach Ertz that wants to be on Zach Ertz, on the Philadelphia. I want the OG Zach Ertz. I don't want the Zach Ertz that doesn't really even care about Philadelphia. So we have to wait and see on that. I think that's like the biggest issue besides defense. I don't know if we're gonna get that corner or veteran. That's still up in the air. But Danny Boy has just been defending Carson Wentz for about 2 years straight, guys, and this is just getting ridiculous. And he's still defending him. Him making a comment that Jalen Hurts won't even be able to sniff what like a decent Carson Wentz. That's a joke, dude. That's really a joke, because if you think about it, what has Carson really done except have that MVP candidate year? He's played 10 minutes in a playoff game, guys. 10 minutes. You think that's not any other quarterback can't do that? That's ridiculous. He hasn't even played one full playoff game, guys. This was our franchise quarterback that never played one full playoff game. That's why, Dallas fans are just laughing at us, because we've been defending this guy. And then when it came to it, you know what Carson did? He turned his back against the fans. He turned the back. Let's face it, guys. He turned his back against us. How can I stick up for the guy? I just can't, man. It's just, again, we go to the book of excuses for him, and now Dan, Mr. Sniff, I'm gonna call him Mr. Sniffles over there. Mr. Sniffles is making another excuse. See, and he's putting this grand scheme for Carson. That division is going to be tough that he's in right now, guys. Phillip Rivers is a better quarterback than Carson Wentz. If you look at his career as a whole, I don't think Carson Wentz even gets close to what Rivers did. Yeah, Rivers did not, go to the Super Bowl and whatnot or whatever, but his numbers are there. And, we can go to – is Carson Wentz going to even be close to Donovan McNabb? I don't think so.
I agree. I agree with everything you just said right there. And I've actually been thinking about this for a couple of days now. And the fact that Carson Wentz is going through this, right, going on and all that nonsense, is he – right now, he's overrated to me right now. Is he actually going to go over that hump this year? That's yet to be seen. So I can't stick up for this guy. I cannot until I see the work on the field. That's me.
I love this shit because Dan, I really don't like this guy. I hope he gets paid really good fucking money to look like an idiot on national TV. I really hope he does, because, he contradicts everything he ever says all the time. And it's astonishing that he is even a broadcaster. I mean, he makes some of the stupidest comments all the time. But this one tops the cake. I mean, you have to realize something. Everybody didn't expect Jalen Hurts to take over this team, especially not right now, even this quick. This motherfucker ran Wentz out of Philadelphia. Okay? Wentz literally, when he got sat in Green Bay, he said, this is not the place for me. Like, this kid literally got in his mind and made him leave. Okay? And it wasn't just Hurts. It was everyone failed. Everyone failed. I don't know where it starts from the top down, but everyone failed. But in all, there was reports that said, all through the season during practices and stuff, Hurts was actually doing really well before he even started. That he was actually keeping up with Wentz. He was performing very well. And, if that's the case, man, I don't give a shit. I just want whoever's going to be under center to win games. That's what this is about. It's just about winning. I don't give a shit about egos. I don't give a shit about how good someone's going to do or how, listen, Hurts doesn't even have to win an MVP to me. If he comes out here and he wins a Super Bowl without winning an MVP, I don't give a shit. As long as he wins, that's all I care about. And if you can win and do it nicely and do it consistently, Hurts doesn't have to be Superman.
That's what everyone should think when you think of Hurts. It's just a plain winner. You saw what he did in college. He was benched. He went to Oklahoma and he balled out.
And not just that, but Hurts was a Heisman winner runner-up. Wentz was never. Why are we talking like Hurts cannot play? Okay? Like, what are we talking about here? He was the runner-up. That's something Wentz never was. So why is this an issue? Why are we downing this kid?
I just think that they just need to pick. They can't. It's the offseason, right? There's no content whatsoever right now. There's not. They're just picking at each player from each team. And should we talk about this guy? No. They're basically, their backs against the wall right now. Until training camp starts. Their backs are against the wall.
And not just that, but you're going to go out and you're going to down the hardest working person on our team. The dude that's been out there for the last 6-7 months working his ass off to get better. That's the guy you're going to go put down. I'm sorry, but that's the last dude I'm putting down.
Who else would you put down, though? That's my question. Because Jaylen Hurts right now.
Dude, talk about JJ. I don't give a fuck. You don't have to put down Hurts. We all know JJ ain't making this team. Put him down. I don't give a fuck.
JJ,
and then shout out to Key in the building, man. He's absolutely right. Why do we still have Carson's damn picture up there, dude? E-Rock actually was down there. Shout out to the mighty E-Rock. He's actually down there and looking at that picture, man. Will you guys take that down already? Right? I don't care who. I mean, put Sanders or I don't know, get somebody, get him off the wall.
Smith up there, man.
Andy's trying to chase, clout chase too by doing that little cartoon where Wentz is bringing a Philly sandwich or whatever. That's fine. They're joining in on the, thinking that we ran Carson we didn't run Carson out of town. He did what he did on his own. No, the fans had his back, dude, and there's people that still have his back. I have a hard problem, having the man's back after how he left. You guys already know the deal. But the thing is, he ran himself out of town, dude. It was written all over his face what was going on. You could tell Carson was so uncomfortable, dude. He was so uncomfortable. But dude, you don't let another man take your prized possession, which is he had the key to the city. He had the Lamborghini, and he's like, there's a guy that potentially could take your job. Yeah, he's a second-round pick. It's a 50-50 that this guy is going to be successful in the NFL league. And he's like, whoa, are we doing this quarterback thing again? He gets scared, and he absolutely plays like crap. We could see it, dude. Just because the other parts of the team weren't doing so well, you didn't have to play even worse. Like what you played down to like the worst level I've ever seen an NFL quarterback. You were damn near doing like some Cam Newton / I don't even know.
He was worse than his rookie season.
He was just doing he was doing I don't know what on the field, bro. And we could see it. It was pathetic. It's like the when you go to any of the games that were just god awful, those quarters felt like hours because the football was so bad. Carson couldn't find anything. He was just backpedaling. He wouldn't let go of the ball for nothing. He looked like Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston is doing that drill where he's holding on the ball for 20 damn minutes. That's what Carson Wentz looked like. And like I said, dude, like I hate that, I have to like bash him or whatever because there was a lot of bad football he was doing. Let's be real. I mean, Jared Goff outperformed Carson Wentz. They both got drafted the same. Goff has more wins. And you know what's funny? I don't think Goff's that great of a quarterback, but he outperformed. Goff actually made it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, he got his tail whooped, but he made it to the Super Bowl. And guess what? That wasn't even good enough for McVay, and they send Jared Goff on the way. Now he's in Detroit, So I don't even think Carson's better than Jared Goff at this point. You could say, oh, maybe his throwing arms he can throw a little bit better, but let's be real. Do you want a throwing arm or do you want a winner? We want a winner. We want a winner. We don't want a throwing arm. What am I going to argue about? Hey guys, Carson, he won 3 games, but did you see his throwing arm? It's awesome. It's top 10 throwing arm. And he's only won 3 games. That's ridiculous. I hate the whole argument about his throwing arm.
Yeah. No, and you know what, man? You hit so many things on the head there. And why I say, if you look back in the history of the Eagles, every quarterback we traded away went on to do nothing. Okay, that's McNabb, Cunningham, all of them. All of them. They went on to do nothing. Okay? With history and the way it repeats itself, here's the thing. Wentz has the most pressure on him out of everyone because you are now replacing a 38-year-old Phillip Rivers who won 10 or 11 games last year. Automatically, you have to come in and win more, or if not 10 or 11 games, or that is a failed season in Indy. I mean, do you guys not agree with that?
Agree with what? Sorry, I take that back.
They're asking him to be better than Phillip Rivers. I mean,
exactly.
Do you think so he's already expected to be better than you know what? He might be a Hall of Famer, Rivers. I don't know the numbers, but he might be. So you're asking him to be better than a veteran Hall of Famer that has 20 children. 20 children.
Right? Huh?
Like, and no lie, dude, this is the one thing I want to say too, football is 90% mental, 10% physical. Okay. And I'm going to tell you this right now. It is only going to take, if he comes out week 1 and week 2 and stinks this shit up, dude, you don't think for 1 second Indy's going to come out and be like, oh, is this the same old Carson Wentz from Philly? And once those negative things start rolling and he starts hearing it, dude, mentally, this kid is always going to get trashed. The very first sign that he is doing bad, people are going to start questioning him just because of last year. You know what I mean? So eventually it's going to get to him. He has to make it work in Indy. If not, dude, he's just going to be another Sam Bradford. Hands down.
Yeah, and he also, remember, this is a conditional pick. He has to play 75% of the snaps. Because if you guys think about it, Carson can screw us one more time. He can really screw us one more time. And can you imagine if he doesn't play 75% of the snaps? He's going to be like, here you go, Philadelphia, one last time. That's going to be an eye opener, dude. Don't be surprised we're all betting that we're going to get 3 first rounds, but don't be surprised Carson lets us down one last time.
Well, and you got to look, dude. If you look at his highlights from Indy's training camp, he's a lot thinner. He's definitely a lot thinner than last year, which means Frank Wright's probably going to try and get him back to 2017 where he's rolling out of the pocket and shit. And that's fine. That's where he plays the best. But motherfucker's fragile, and we know that better than anyone. So the odds of him getting hurt this year, if they do use him in that sense, is probably going to be very high.
Mm-hmm.
Jordy, sorry, my guy. We overcame you there, but a lot of stuff we have to get out of our chest here. But how about you, man? How you feel about this?
Now, I get it. Yes, Wentz struggled, and that was very evident in the 2020 season. Yes, there was rumors about his work ethic and about his relationship with Doug Peterson and all that, but we can't forget. How do I word this? We can't forget that even though everything was bad around him and he performed bad, there's some small factors that did him no favors.
Yeah.
And I don't think this is necessarily fully on Wentz or fully on everybody else. This was a group effort to suck. And part of that goes to Howie for blowing up the team ever since 2017.
I don't think he blew up the team. He tried to keep that team.
He tried, but look where it got us.
Exactly. I mean, you overpaid Alshon. You paid him for what he was, not who he was about to be. Same with
Deshaun
DJ.
Jackson. Yep.
Yeah. Same with DJ. Same with all these vets that we have. You know, you got to look towards the future, and whenever that 20,000, that
How about
20 million,
Jason Peters?
Yeah, JP. You know, all that money killed us, dude. It's like I said like 2 weeks ago, dude. In my 33 years of being an Eagles fan, I believe this is the first time I've ever seen our salary cap this bad.
Do we
I've
have
been
to talk
actually
about the
paying
cap again?
No, I'm telling you, man. Like we haven't been able to do anything because our cap is terrible.
Trust me, I know. How many videos have I made on it? I know.
So I mean that all has a play into everything. You know, Howie truly fucking hurt us with the money and the players he picked and the personnel he put around these guys. I mean, he really did. But that's why I said in the other video that I ran it on the other day on Bird Gangs, you have a new talent at quarterback. Don't fuck this up. Build around this kid and let's do it right. You know what I mean? Like, do not waste another fucking talent. We can't afford to waste talent anymore.
I think it's been built right now. It's perfectly built around.
Yeah, it's not done
right
yet, though. It's not done yet, though.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to add more. Yeah.
Yeah.
With what money?
Point.
With what money?
Here's another point that didn't help Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz lost the locker room twice. I don't think it's even possible to lose the locker room once.
Right.
Doug lost the locker room once, and now he's gone. So Carson lost the locker room back-to-back seasons. That's a travesty. He'll never be able to get that back. You can't lose the locker room. Once you tell your boys that you don't have it or you're not that leader, no one's going to believe in you. Even Malcolm Jenkins spoke on that. When Malcolm Jenkins spoke about Carson, it was all said and done right there. You know, and Carson wasn't able to rebound from it. It was too much head games. He was sticking his nose in the air. He wasn't really, connecting with the receivers no more. He didn't even want to practice with them before the games. He was just like, no, I'm just going to do my training exercises and I'm not practicing. You saw how off they were. They were off. They were horrible. There was really no connection. He had no connection with nobody. He was so off. Chemistry. He couldn't even connect with Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
He even lost Zach Ertz, and that was his boy.
That's supposed to be your best friend.
Yes. Right.
And no lie, dude, going off of that one thing that you said is, oh shit, I lost it. Go ahead, continue.
Yo, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Yo, 13 likes uncensored. 13
really?
Likes. 13
Appreciate
likes.
You guys. Thank you
8
so much.
8 people watching right now. I'm so proud of you.
Much. Everybody watching right now, don't forget to smash that like, turn on your notification bell, and subscribe. At 100 subs, giving away a free Jaylen Hurts jersey. So do not miss out on that.
Why should I win that giveaway too?
And I'll say this one thing too. Carson Wentz is lucky that he has Jacksonville Jaguars and the Texans that are an absolute. How come no one's talking about the Texans?
Right.
I don't think the Texans are going to be anywhere near what the Philadelphia Eagles are. And they have Deshaun Watson.
They don't have Watson.
Well,
I remembered now. I heard it. I think it was Keyshawn that said it, which it was excellent between Wentz and Hurts. Wentz is the type of guy when he goes into a locker room, he has to try to fit in. Wentz is a guy, or Hurts is a guy that when he walks into a locker room, people gravitate to him. Would you guys agree to that?
Yeah, that's a
And that is why Hurts, I think, will be more successful than Wentz, because Wentz literally has to get the respect. You know, he has to
Hurts
fit
gotta
in.
earn it, right? Hurts gotta earn. I think he already
Hurts
earned
just
it.
has to earn it, but people already gravitate to him. So he's already by far way more steps ahead of Wentz.
Yeah, so my point being is that, you know, Texans and Jaguars, they're both going to be. I don't. How many wins do you think they're going to even win together? Maybe even 10 wins together. So Carson's going to have it made when it comes to those division teams. The Titans are at the top in my eyes in that division. If anything, the Colts could try to get limp in a wild card spot, but there's going to be a lot of great teams in the AFC. That's going to be really difficult. I don't see them beating the Titans, guys.
No, I think Titans take that division easily.
Well,
without a doubt.
Here's the thing about the Jaguars, though. The thing about the Jaguars is they're rebuilding, and they're turning into kind of a Buffalo where they're rebuilding with a lot of youth.
How can you rebuild when you have Tim Tebow as your tight end?
Look who they just brought in to surround around Trevor Lawrence.
The only thing that makes me skeptical about the Jags is not many college coaches work out when they transfer to the NFL. We've seen that with Chip. We've seen that with so many. I think Johnson was the only guy that worked out coming from college. So it's like
Johnson who? I'm drawing a blank here.
I'm
drawing a blank.
Jimmy Johnson, wasn't he from college?
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson's like the only college coach to ever really be successful. So it's a track record is why I say Urban Meyer might not be able to do this. Plus, he's a GM, too. Like, that's hard to do. I think so. He has a lot of power there with the Jags, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, my God. This is going to be the Orlando matchup all over again.
There's a lot of stuff that he's doing. And if you overwhelm yourself too much too soon, you can fuck up, dude.
Well,
that's the only reason.
Here's the thing, though. He's getting a lot of whoever's playing GM there is getting a lot of those guys for Urban Meyer that he's either familiar with or has a connection to. They're putting some youth into that team to the point where they can just develop that, and that can be their future core if it works right.
I don't think it will work right with Tim Tebow as your tight end. I'm just saying that.
Real quick, is that the guy that you posted that tweet about either today or yesterday, the defensive end dude?
Huh?
He put a tweet out yesterday of
I was like, wait, what? You know what I tweet about, but I was like, wait, what?
No, I just wanted to know if that was him because he tweeted about a defensive end yesterday, and he looks really good. So I was just trying to clear that up. Yeah. No, dude, I'm all for it. That video looks sick. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely go look at it.
You don't have 69 followers anymore.
I know. Got messed up. Big Play Slay actually messed that up. Thank you, sir. You're the one that got me to 70. So
you're at 74.
Hey, Jordy. Real question for Jordy. Hey, Jordy, what's your expectation for Mr. Lawrence and Jacksonville?
That depends on a multitude of factors, including how they manage to incorporate old and new regime players. But honestly, it also may depend on where the rest of the division comes out. But if I had to say, probably around 5 to 6 wins.
5 to 6 wins. And
I got to see their schedule first.
So how do you think that's going to affect what they talk about? Because Trevor's supposed to be the best quarterback coming out of the draft, right?
Yeah.
So, I think he needs to. I mean, they have that game. What do you say? 6 games? You said
5 or 6.
Okay, so he has to look really good in those 6 games because if not, he's gonna look like a bust. He's gonna be looking like a bust because I think. How would you feel if Jalen Hurts outperforms Trevor Lawrence? You think that's possible?
I can see that happening. Yeah. I can totally see that
happening. See it, but it depends on more the cast, how the cast around them does than them themselves for that.
Well, and the other thing you have to ask yourself too, Jordy, is Trevor Lawrence has never. He's not a loser. He doesn't lose. So him coming to this shitty Jacksonville team, and if he ends up only winning 3 or 4 games, you have to realize too, what's his mental standpoint going to be? Because he's not used to losing. So once he starts losing, is he mentally strong enough to bounce back from that and to be an elite quarterback in this league? Because he isn't used to losing.
Well, that's something that has to be seen in time.
Yeah.
And hey, Jordy, what's the QB selected for San Francisco? Trey Lance?
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the rumblings I'm getting is that San Francisco is possibly going to be in the NFC Championship this year, and they said it could be either quarterback. So they believe that Garoppolo is going to play for maybe 3 to 4 weeks, and then Trey Lance is going to come in, and they're going to be that dominant. Do you believe that Trey Lance could just come in 4th week and just take that team to the NFC Championship already? Because they really believe that.
Unless he does what Herbert did and picks off where the previous quarterback left off, no.
Because they believe Trey Lance is the best quarterback that came out of college.
I can see that.
He has the
honestly.
highest upside. I'd say that. He has the highest upside.
You also got to think.
But he's not nowhere near Trevor Lawrence's talent right now.
Yeah,
if he
and you've got to
work in, sure, maybe in a couple of years we'll talk about that. But right now, he's just got the highest upside. Trevor Lawrence.
Do you guys believe that? Okay, do you believe that San Francisco is going to be in the NFC Championship this year?
All depends on if they can stay healthy, man. But I will not forget their defense is nasty. They were missing a lot of pieces last year. You know.
It's Garoppolo for me. The defense is not the question. It's Garoppolo.
Yeah.
I don't believe Garoppolo is going to take him to the NFC Championship this year.
Here's the thing: is Arizona going to be the powerhouse everyone thinks they can be?
Who did they get in the draft? The Cardinals.
They've loaded up at some points.
Do you remember who they got in the first round?
Yes, they got D-Hop. I know they didn't get him in the draft, but they got D-Hop.
I know, but
they got a couple of good free agents.
Did they go defense or offense? I can't remember.
J.J. Watt.
To me about J.J. Watt, though, it's like, which J.J. Watt are you going to get? Is he going to play well, or is he going to get injured?
If he's playing Kerrigan's role, dude, he's probably going to not be injured because he's not playing full time. And if they use him as a rotational piece, he could be actually pretty good for them.
I actually think Kerrigan's better than J.J. Watt for this year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think he's going to have better numbers than J.J. Watt because, I don't know, J.J., I think his injuries just caught up to him, man. I don't think he's the same guy as we were used to seeing. Yeah, they're really. Niner fans are really with this Trey Lance thing. Like they're just like, dude, it doesn't matter about Garoppolo. This guy's coming in, and it's just gonna be, we're headed to the Super Bowl like the old day, like 3 years ago, 3 years ago, right? They went to the Super Bowl
2 years ago. Yeah,
2 years ago, 18, right?
18, right after us.
But it's just amazing that they can do that with a new quarterback coming in. That
I get it. I get it to them because of, like I said, his athleticism is truly amazing. But wishful thinking, man. Like at least give him 2 years. Shit, don't expect that right off the bat.
Yeah, he's going to get welcomed to the NFL, and is everything going to translate? And it's going to be the same. See, Jalen Hurts has a step above all these guys. He's actually played against a top 10 defense, which was the Saints. These guys haven't even seen anything like that. These guys, so it's funny that they put, with that stupid Chris Sims list, Jalen's not even on it, which is a big damn joke, man.
Yeah, no, it is. But I do see San Francisco making the playoffs. I do, and solely on their defense. I just can't discredit that defense. As long as Lance comes in and doesn't screw up, like Jordy said, if he can kind of emulate Herbert's first year, then maybe he'll get them to the playoffs. But, dude, I don't see them making it to the Super Bowl. I mean, honestly. I think the Rams have a better chance of going to the championship game than the San Francisco 49ers do.
And then Dan Orlovsky, he's got to kind of clarify what does he mean by sniff Wentz? Like, what exactly has Wentz really done, except for the 2017? Yeah,
exactly.
He had the one rebound year where we beat the trash division, and we just had Greg Ward. Yeah, he did that. We did believe, but we did go in the playoffs. He plays 10 minutes, and that's it. So what exactly does Jaylen, what is he sniffing here? Like what, because I don't think he has to sniff very much to pass Carson Wentz. Because, like, again, this is Carson's year. If he does not shine, I think it's over. I think he's just going to always be that mediocre quarterback.
I agree. And like I said, he has to win more than Phillip Rivers, man. He has to. Like, if you get less wins than Phillip Rivers, that is a failed season in Indy. I mean, it's terrible.
And let's just face it, guys. They're taking a gamble. This was a gamble, guys. Because whoever picked up Carson Wentz, it's a gamble, dude. It was even a stretch to get like that. I think mainly because, he's worked with he's played with what's the coach's name from Indy?
Frank Wright.
Yeah, I think he got saved right there. I don't think anybody was really, screaming to get Carson Wentz on their team, guys. And there's a lot of bad quarterbacks out there. Yeah. So everybody wasn't all jumping on the Wentz wagon and please come. I mean, he could have went to the Raiders, if he was better. He's not even better than Derek Carr, I don't think. They don't even believe that. Denver, what they got going on in Denver. There's plenty of bad teams that Carson, but nobody was actually wanting him. I think Carson just got lucky, and Wright was like, he kind of felt bad for them, and he's gonna kind of just like try to fix him. It's a gamble, guys.
And trust me, Frank is staking his career on this shit. Oh, you have to remember that too. If Carson does not work out, Frank's gone. Like, I'm sorry, but this is his career right here. This is kind of his Nagy move. Like Fields is for Nagy this year. If it don't work out, he's gone. Well, Wentz is for Frank. If this does not work out, they're both gone.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, then Carson's going to be jumping from team to team to team. He's going to have a Fitzpatrick kind of career, and
Thank you. Thank you.
and you'll see. I mean, you're gonna see some good throws from Carson. We've seen that, guys, but it's when it comes down to that game that we need, he just fell short. He let us down a lot. There's a lot of games that we saw even before last year. There was big letdown games like the Titans. I mean, there's so many games. I mean, he struggled against the Cowboys, guys. I don't know if you guys remember, but Carson struggled. Dak Prescott was beating him. We beat him against on the Super Bowl year. Yeah, but that was our Super Bowl team, but other than that, Carson really struggled against Dallas.
He did.
The Seahawks, did Carson beat the Seahawks? No. Even in our Super Bowl run, could not beat the Seahawks. He did not beat the Seahawks. The Saints, did we get him one time with Carson, I think? I don't know. Did Carson ever beat the Saints?
That was Foles.
I don't think Carson ever beat the Saints.
Foles played him 2 years in a row. He played him and won the first time, and then Alshon dropped the ball the second time.
Because you remember they dropped the 40 bomb on us. That was a disgrace.
And Hurts played him last year.
Yeah, I don't think Carson beat the Saints. Yeah. Who else? Shoot.
He didn't beat Kansas City. He lost to Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid.
Yeah. The Patriots? He didn't beat the Patriots, I don't think.
Nope.
Wow.
There's a lot, man. He hasn't done a lot. I mean, that's why I wasn't mad for us letting him go. I mean, It's not like he came down and saved our fucking team. You know, hell, we just got done having Michael Vick, for Christ's sake. We weren't in that bad of a position, you know, like we've always had good quarterbacks. Some don't work out and some do, but I mean, my God, though, we're acting like this kid fucking hung the moon for us. You know, like, no, he didn't. He was good, but dude, he's not. In my eyes, dude, if he wouldn't have got hurt in 17, he might have been able to be one of our greats, if not the great. You know, if none of this shit ever happened. But nah, man, from what I saw last year, he wasn't going on any further to be anything else. You know, if he's seeing ghosts, what makes you think just going to a different team, he's not going to see ghosts anymore?
And you know what's funny, Uncensored, is remember McNabb? He made some sort of report when he was working with NFL or whatever. He's saying that, you know, Carson's not going to succeed.
Yeah.
And here we go. And everybody gave McNabb hell for it. And, you know, McNabb's probably laughing his ass off. I told you guys.
And that's why I freaked out when I saw Let's Go Birds here. He was like, well, Orlovsky went saying from why isn't Hurts being named the starter to he sucks. Like, dude, you can't contradict yourself like that. You literally said this kid is good enough to start. You said Wentz is trash. He looks like trash. Get him out. You know, he's done in Philly. Hurts is the future. And then you turn around this year, just like 8 hours ago, and say that the kid sucks. How can you go from one spectrum to the other? It's fucking mind-blowing, man. They just love fucking with us, and I hate it. I really fucking hate it.
You know who does that a lot too is Colin. Is it Colin Cowherd? He'll like praise the organization when we were all, you know, setting the world on fire. He was like, you gotta hand it to Jeffrey Lurie and you know, Howie Roseman. You know, they did a fantastic job and blah 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 blah. Right. And then next year he's like, they don't know what they're doing. They don't have no idea. You know, and then he oh my God, he was talking about Andy Reid. You know, okay, guys, yeah, Andy Reid is a good quarterback, but if you throw Tom Brady in front of him, he freezes. And he did that twice. Went to the Super Bowl twice, played Tom Brady, and he had no answer. He made Mahomes look like a buffoon. I didn't think that was possible, but he made him look like a buffoon. You know, and they're blaming like, oh, well, he had 2 O-line missing. Dude, stop it, dude. Stop it. You're in the Super Bowl, dude. It doesn't matter about the excuses. That guy is the MVP, blah blah blah, and you guys, and Andy Reid froze again. You know, he does have a lot of wins under his belt. I'll give him that. He has a lot of coaches that came off the Andy Reid tree. I'll give him that. He helped us with Doug Peterson. We win a bowl. I'll give him that. But I don't think Andy Reid is just, you know, he's not even close to Belichick. You know, let's face it, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on Andy that much, but you know, the way you're comparing them that we're suffering because we don't have Andy Reid, I think you're fooling yourself because we gave how many years did we give Andy Reid? And he blew it. Like, I mean, but his you know, he did have us in prime positions to win, you know, NFC championships, playoffs, you know, but he just didn't have that 1-2 punch to just, you know, we should be having, let's face it, guys, we should be at least having 3 Super Bowls. Yeah. We should. One with McNabb, when the one we already won, and then when Nick Foles brought us back, and we unfortunately lost to the Saints. Yeah. You know, because I was feeling that whole thing, and let me tell you, Uncensored, we were beaten down. We were beaten down. We were losing players left and right, and we were still fighting. That's why I don't get how when we get these players back that we started losing. Something along the line started changing, and I don't know if that has to do with Howie's big mouth and him not agreeing with the guys that are picking the new players and stuff, because you know his picks have been horrible. You know, like the Sidney Jones mistake, the Whiteside mistake. Howie has a lot of mistakes from the picking draft players, man. And I was talking with E-Rock when he was on my show, and he's in agreement with me because if we look terrible this year, I think Howie's gone, guys, because he's the one that's picking these players. But I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer right now. But I'm just saying if this
opinions are opinions, bro, and I respect it. I mean, you feel how you feel. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, there really isn't.
So I'm saying if this looks terrible, I believe Howie has to go. That's the missing link here, because he's been dodging bullets, guys. A lot of people did not want him here, myself included. I wanted him gone too because it was that frustrating. So this is his. You think Carson has pressure? Howie has that pressure as well.
I wanted him gone before we even won the Super Bowl.
Who?
Howie.
Oh yeah. and honestly, man, because we haven't extended him yet, I'm so happy. And the longer that we go and he's not extended, the happier I'll get.
How would you feel if Howie gets extended tomorrow?
I'll be fucking furious.
If that actually does happen, knock on wood. But
I'll be really upset too.
Just so you guys know, I dropped the link in the chat real quick. If any of you guys want to come in and give your 2 cents on this Dan Orlovsky thing, go right ahead. Appreciate it. I would love to hear other people's thoughts on this.
Can I guess one person who's going to be in?
I don't even think Slay's here anymore, man.
That's still my guess. You never know.
Vic, I want you to come in, bro. I want to hear your stuff. Vic always has good knowledge. JC, you too, man. And I upgraded my StreamYard so I can handle everyone now.
I'm going to call Dan Mr. Sniffles now because he's sniffing everything. Mr. Sniffles.
Like I said, man, he has to get paid some really good money to say some stupid shit like that.
Same with Danny Green today. He got paid to say some stupid shit too.
Dude, what is wrong with us Philly GMs?
You mean fans?
Drafting babies. Like,
No. Danny Green was a free agent. We signed him.
Still, though. I mean, I have to say, like, I must question some of our character selections we've chosen over the last couple of years. Damn near in every sport we have in Philly.
Exactly. I agree with you 1,000%. It's just what really ticks me off about this whole Danny Green situation. And just like they're telling you how to act and just enjoy it. And I'm like, wait, so how can we enjoy it when you're telling us how to act? And we're paying hard-earned money, hard-earned cash to go to the games, the merch, Xfinity, that costs money to watch the games or whatever. And he's telling us how to behave or act towards Ben Simmons. So if we say that's all about Mike Scott, it's okay. But when it comes to Ben Simmons, no. You can't touch him. I'm sorry, I did my Tumbo reference. But it was just like, what's that?
What's that, bud?
The schedule? I see a schedule there.
No, okay. What it is someone made a list. Super Bowl favorites: Bills, Chiefs, Tampa, Rams, Green Bay. Contenders: Ravens, Seahawks, Saints, Browns, Colts, Titans, San Francisco, Steelers. Middle of the pack is Raiders, Cowboys, Washington, Dolphins, Vikings, Cardinals, Chargers, Chicago. Below average, Eagles, Falcons, New York, Panthers, Patriots, and poverty, Bengals, Texans, Lions, Jags, Jets, and Denver.
I just got to ask you guys real quick. Who's your pick to win the Super Bowl this year?
Real quick, hold up a second. Vic 3, thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate you, dude, for being here. I want to hear you take real fast before we get to that Super Bowl prediction. So, what's up, my guy? How you doing?
Not much, man. Appreciate you. I just heard that list. Did I hear that the Raiders were ahead of the Eagles?
Yeah.
That's wild. Wasn't their record worse than ours, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
No, I think they had 6 or 7, I think.
Were they? All right.
Wasn't
But
much
I'm saying,
better.
what did they do to improve this season?
They got rid of 3 offensive linemen. That's what they did.
And did you hear what Devontae Adams was saying? How he wanted to play with Derek Carr?
Yeah, they're really having a bromance with that. You know, Derek Carr's like saying he's going to buy him a Lambo and take him to the strip club and everything.
So does that almost solidify that Aaron Rodgers will not be in Green Bay this year?
I don't know.
He'll stay this season. Next season, a different story.
Okay.
You know what? Aaron Rodgers, he might be retiring here with, you know, when he's coming out with the mental illness thing and all that. I don't know, man. Maybe this might be he might be retiring. I don't know. That's
Who?
a lot to take in there.
Who?
Rodgers.
Wait a second. What?
Yeah. Yeah, he was suffering from mental illness. So I don't know where his head's at, man. You know, I don't know.
What do you mean his head's at? He was in Hawaii.
But right
No,
now,
that's what he said himself, man. He said he's suffering from it.
That's
so
crazy.
I don't know. He might not be playing.
If
I know
anything,
I know he has taken some shots over the time, but I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah,
I think
there's a whole report on it.
Yo, what's
Yeah,
good, JC, my man? How you doing, brother? What's your
up, man?
thoughts,
Hey,
man?
I'm good. Hey, I'm good. Hey, real quick, yo, the Dan Orlovsky thing, right? So remind me of what he said again.
Hey, actually, Birdman, play the thing for everyone to hear if you can.
All right, give me a second.
All right.
Man, I'm hungry.
Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN.
I already got that shit. I got that for free.
Right.
I got Disney Plus for free. I don't care.
It's back to that.
I can't even hear it.
That's exactly what it did. I'm not absolving Carson Wentz from his role within this situation and not handling it as well as he should. But at the end of the day, the Eagles, if they could go back right now and redo that or rethink that decision, I am 100% convinced that they would not have taken Jalen Hurts. Now, fast forward to it, right? If Carson Wentz gets back to that 2017 to 2019 stretch of Carson Wentz, the Colts win. The Colts win in this trade because you got an MVP level player. If Jalen Hurts plays as well as he can't sniff as good as Carson Wentz is. And that's just the reality. He cannot sniff the type of.
There you go.
I fucking hate this guy, dude. I want to rip his fucking head off.
But what does that sound like to you? That sounds like a friend taking, taking another friend's back. That's it. You can't sneak. You serious?
Hey, look, you about to rip his head off, then you about to rip my head off. Because check this out. Wait.
Okay.
Dan Orlovsky is the biggest Carson Wentz / Eagles fan. He defended the Philadelphia Eagles the whole time Carson Wentz was there. So, honest truth, ask yourself, if you could go back, now you've seen all the Eagle fan reaction. If you could go back to that night, that draft night, would you draft Jalen Hurts? I'm glad we got him now, but go back to that night. Would you draft Jalen Hurts? That's an honest truth. I would not draft Jalen Hurts in the second round.
No, you're right. It was a very questionable thing, but you're right. I'm glad we did it because of what happened after.
I'm glad we did it.
But yeah, no, it was definitely a questionable one. We all said that. We were like, "What the fuck are we doing?" I understand that, but
so
you
what
can't
did
make.
Say that was so off the walls, though.
The fact that he said he couldn't sniff Carson Wentz, like he said,
look, okay, all right.
But he had to go every year was the MVP season for Carson Wentz. He had one, and he couldn't even last that whole season.
Yeah, he had one good season,
okay, all right.
man.
So all right. Hey, look, I'm about to ask y'all 2 questions. The first question is, wasn't Carson Wentz going to win the MVP that year? And then number 2, would we win the Super Bowl without Carson Wentz? If both of those are yes, then he's kind of right because Jalen Hurts right now, with what we've seen the past 4 games, all I'm saying is, I would give Jalen Hurts a chance, but what he's saying is based off the past. You can't compare Jalen Hurts to Carson Wentz just based on 4 games because it's unfair. But he's saying that, hey, Carson Wentz would have won the MVP. Carson Wentz brought the Philly to the Super Bowl, and Jalen Hurts had not done that yet. So I mean, it's realistic though. You know what I mean? It's
But I
realistic.
can't say that, man, because he took our low-rank offense in the last 4 weeks that he played. We were 2nd overall in the NFL the last 4 weeks. So when Carson played, we were down here, and when Hurts played, we were up here. And not just that, but Hurts also had more 300-yard games than Wentz did last year. So no,
Okay,
I
but
can't
how many
say
times
that.
we seen? All right, so how many times have we seen a new quarterback jump in the season, and all of a sudden he looks good because there's no game film on him. Nobody
all the
knows what
time.
he's going to do at the time, and he comes in hot, motivated. The team is reignite. It's nothing has to do with his talent. It has to do just like Nick Foles. Nick Foles is not better than Carson Wentz.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Hell no. Hell no. Nick Foles is not better than Carson Wentz. You cannot convince me.
Wentz is a bum, bro.
Oh,
hold on. Let me get to your 2 points. So we're talking about in the 2017 season. You said, would Wentz get the MVP? If you remember that season, Tom Brady was up for the MVP as well. Tom Brady, his play was improving at the time when Carson went down. So off the rip, Tom Brady was going to get those looks regardless.
Okay.
Listen, Carson could have played his heart out, but he wasn't going to get it over Tom Brady.
Yes, you know
That's
why?
The first thing.
You know why?
Why?
Wait, because Carson Wentz was leading the NFL with 36 touchdowns with 3 games left. Tom Brady was not close. Everybody had Carson Wentz winning the MVP. Tom Brady won the MVP because there was nobody else behind Tom Brady and Carson Wentz. That's the only reason why he won the MVP.
No, Brady and Wentz were basically neck and neck. Everyone had Brady from the gate, and Wentz was one that was taking over that season. The conversation came about once we had week 6. Hold on. Once we passed week 6, that's when everyone believed we were a contender. That's when the conversation on Wentz grew. Again, Wentz didn't last that whole season. So what if could have happened actually didn't happen because he couldn't take it. The season after that, he was still effective. He seen Nick Foles take that Super Bowl, took the lead, and won. Wentz could never rebound after that. It affected his mental.
I'm talking about the 2017 season as his peak.
But I'm going off of what you said. You said, would he win the MVP? Probably not. Probably with Brady there? Probably not. Would have we won it with Wentz?
The best quarterback in the NFL without an MVP?
You got to remember, the Patriots were number 1 too. They were coming up. No, matter of fact, I think they lost a couple games at that time. Correct. And we were just the talk of the town after week 6. Tom Brady's been the talk of the town since 2001. Tom Brady was not going to lose that to anyone.
I'm trying to stick to 2017 because 2017, check the tape. Every analyst says that Carson Wentz should have won the MVP even after he got hurt because he was so far ahead with touchdowns than any other quarterback. Check the tape. Check the tape. Stephen A, Matt Kellerman, Shannon Sharp. Everybody said Carson Wentz should still win an MVP even after he got hurt because his stats was that good.
And I understand that, but name me one MVP that did not finish that still won MVP. MVP is about finishing. No one's ever not finished and won.
But even though, what happened after 2017?
Yeah. Look. All right. What happened to Carson Wentz was unfortunate. But do you think we would have won the Super Bowl without Carson Wentz play throughout the whole, minus the, the 3-4 games he won? Would we still win the Super Bowl with Nick Foles?
Oh, no. Carson totally set that up for us. I give you 100% credit with that. Okay. He did. I'm not going to take away his 14-2 record. I will not do that. But I'm also not going to sit here and tell you, oh, yeah, it's a definite we win that Super Bowl if Carson stays healthy. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I want to say we do because he was lights out, but there's no guarantee he wouldn't have went to the playoffs and fucked it up either. So I don't know. All I know is Nick, at his age and where he was in his career, he was mentally able to listen and to do what the coaches told him. He didn't try to do anything too crazy. He just did and played his game. And that is what ultimately helped. And not just that, but the team we have around him. And also, I can't sit there and say with all the additions we did in 2017 that 17 even happens. Was it Wentz that made 2017, or was it that team around Wentz that made Wentz in 2017? That's the question.
And let me say something, Rick. It's JC, right?
Go ahead.
Hey, JC. The reason why shout out to you, man. Make sure you guys go sub him up.
Yes, for sure. Good guy.
The reason why I'm saying that Nick Foles is better than Carson as a quarterback is the main reason why I say that is because of this. Some reason the team gravitated to Nick Foles, right? They rallied to back-to-back years. I don't know why that can't happen for Carson. Now, he has a chance to redeem himself, obviously, in Indianapolis. But we'll see. Until that happens, I can't see it, man, because I don't believe why that didn't happen here. Because
but 2019, it happened, though. The team rallied behind Carson Wentz in 2019, the last 4 games, remember? And we made the playoffs. And then he got cheap shotted in the playoffs. So the team could, rally behind him.
But before he beat up on that banged up division, the division was trash, and he had a lot of bad games. I know he came through the end right there, beating Washington and all that stuff. But the thing is, I don't think that was enough for me, man. That didn't sell it to me that he beat up on a banged up division. Yeah. That's the only thing.
No, and I agree. I mean, if you look at the last 4 games that he played in 19, it was division games, and he barely scraped by, where other teams that were actually worse than us were blowing those teams away. So in a way, I understand where he's coming from. Carson was just scaping by in 19. He wasn't lights out. Yeah, he did have 4,000 yards, no receiver over 500, but that's injuries, that's coaching, that's all that. I'm not going to take that away from him, but I'm not going to sit here and act like he didn't get lucky on those last 4 games either. Because collectively they sucked as well, and that's the only reason that we won. If they were just a little bit better, I don't think we win those last 4 games in 19.
There was 2 quarters where he absolutely did nothing. I don't know if it was the Washington game, but I forgot he was.
Yeah, the Monday night Giants game, because I was there.
Oh, okay.
And the Washington game, he almost gave it away with the last minute fumble. Right before the 2-minute warning, and then they went down and kicked a field goal, and then we went down and scored a touchdown. But look, all right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, right? How many people would pick Nick Foles in 2017 over Carson Wentz? Raise your hand. Nick Foles now.
Are you saying for the whole season?
Yes, for the whole season, because we don't play half a season.
Wait. You said 2017?
Yes, 2017. Yeah, we won the Super Bowl. How many people will pick Nick Foles?
My bad. I was on 2018.
Nobody will pick Nick Foles over Carson Wentz.
But he's
reverse that though. How many would take him in 2018 over Wentz?
But okay, all right. Look. You know why? Wentz tried to rush back. He's coming off of ACL. How many people did that? Adrian Peterson was the only person that came back from a torn ACL and almost broke the NFL rushing record. Nobody else came from a torn ACL and had a great year the following year.
Manning came back from a neck injury.
That was no. He set out a whole season. Now he didn't play a whole season.
Whoa! But who are you going to put that on though? Because here's the thing.
Hold on, let me ask a quick question.
Huh?
No, my thing is, you said back in 2018 he rushed back. What was he rushing back for? Foles just won a Super Bowl, so it wasn't like the team was in jeopardy of anything.
Well,
he was
and that's my point, though. And that was my point, though. Why the hell does it matter? Because you know what? Wentz should have been able to know he wasn't ready, and Wentz could have been like, no, I'm just not ready yet. Let him keep going. It was his choice to rush back. He didn't have to.
Ego and his pride, and he heard the chatters.
But that's his downfall.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying Carson Wentz got a lot of flaws. He feel like that he's privileged. He feel like that he's worthy. He feel like, hey, look, I'm better than everybody else. But But at his peak, there's no way that Nick Foles will ever be better than Carson Wentz.
No,
But the
no,
thing
and
is,
I'm
did
not
Wentz
saying
already
that.
peak?
But
Did Wentz
the
already
difference
peak?
between Wentz and Foles is coachable. Wentz is not. That's the only difference between them. But Wentz definitely has him
Let me
beat
say
on
something to
athleticism.
JC.
What's up, Bird?
To all you guys. Okay, look. Okay, this doesn't make sense to me. Why is it that when I'm gonna take Tampa Bay for example, they're getting to keep their team together, right? Why is it that the Eagles win the Super Bowl and they dismantle our coaching staff? They take LeGarrette Blount from us. I don't understand that. Why? What makes you think that we were so fortunate to just dismantle our team? Why can't we stay together? I cannot understand that for the life of me.
I have been asking that question for years,
Look,
brother.
do you see the Patriots? The Patriots stay together, and that's how they won. Like we could have, if we would have kept everything together, guys, we could have probably
we could have ran it back.
We were going to go back to the Super Bowl, but no, they and maybe. I mean, okay, look, this is what I would want to happen, and Carson could have still stayed there. Let's say we sign Nick Foles to whatever he wants for 2 years, and Carson hasn't got paid. He's still going to get paid, and he would have been able to rest. He would have picked up some info on team chemistry or whatever it was, because you got to remember, man, everybody gravitated to Nick Foles and that whole shrine thing and all that Nick Foles stuff we had fun with, right? It was like a fun thing at first, but we didn't realize that it was going to compromise Carson Wentz, because he's put in his head that, you know what, I don't have the locker room, or maybe the receivers are not on the same page, because before all that happened, we were all on board with Wentz. We saw the chemistry. We saw the team dancing together. They're doing all the flying and all that stuff. They were so hyped. That wasn't a fantasy. That we saw that. So the thing is, like, what pisses me off, JC, is that why did they dismantle our stuff that was working? Everybody else, it seems like they get to keep everybody. Even Antonio Brown's still staying down there. All the coaching still staying down there, because you know what's going to happen? They're in prime position to go back to the Super Bowl. Even if they lose the Super Bowl, they are in prime. Tampa Bay is in sick prime position, and Brady's on the verge of getting his 7th ring? Is it the 7th one?
He's 8.
8 rings, bro. This is ridiculous. Shame on the NFL for allowing this man to just make a mockery of for 20-something years, bro. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, but see, it's hard to keep a team together after you win the Super Bowl, because we lost our offense coordinator, and our quarterback coach. It's hard.
But why us? JC, why us though? Leave the Eagles alone.
It's
why
everybody though?
Like
it's every team. Like, when was the
Not
next
everybody.
back Super Bowl champ besides the Patriots? Like,
what are they doing different? Why did they get to keep their coaching staff?
Dude, Steelers have only had 3 head coaches in the last 30 years.
The Steelers, another one.
Tomlin's had his same OC up until a few years ago when he fired him for like the first 8 years. The same D coordinator for the first 8 years, and probably still. It's like,
hey guys, when we let LeGarrette Blount walk, I was destroyed, man.
That was the biggest mistake we ever did right there.
When we let Frank Wright go, Dave Filippo, Blount, I hated those moves.
You can thank Howie for Frank
money
Wright.
that they wanted.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Wasn't that Howie's attempt of keeping everything together when he signed all those players after the Super Bowl? Yeah, they were the older players, but he was trying to sign as many as he could to keep that team intact. Now, as for the coaches, it seemed like there's certain coaches, once you win a Super Bowl, you want to stay and continue that. And then there's other coaches, once you win a Super Bowl, you get a certain status where it's like you're going to get that next job. You're going to get a better job.
That's the best.
Now I will.
And I think for us, that's what it was. Our coaches seen it as a platform.
Yeah.
Now I will say this though, for trying to keep the team together. Yes, that was a good idea, but we fucking overpaid those guys.
Oh yeah, he executed for it. It was a good idea, but he executed for it.
Yeah. Like, we paid them for what they were, not what they were about to be. That was our only mistake in that.
Yeah, Howie was.
And I think at the time, if I'm not mistaken, there was an issue with younger players getting signed and older players not getting overlooked. And that's why he was signing those players to show everyone else, hey, I'm going to take care of the old guys too. It's not just all the new guys. I'm going to take care of them too. But that ended up backfiring on him too.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got to head out. My dinner's getting cold. So,
all right, brother.
hey,
Thank you for
hungry.
coming. I appreciate you, man.
All right, Mitch.
Yeah. Catch you.
You have a good one, brother. Thank you for coming.
Wait, hold on.
Hey.
What was that? Oh, I thought he said something. All right.
Yeah, the Philadelphia Eagle, a problem is we are too loyal. Like we're trying to make to keep everybody happy, and that's why we overpay, keep on pushing money back, turn it into bonus, and that's where we are right now. And that cap space hell. Like we had $70-something million in debt and debt cap money. I never seen this before because we are so loyal. We're trying to keep the team, but at the same time, they want to leave. Oh, we could give you bonus. Let's just give you bonus, and then just push your salary back. Push your salary back. Keep giving them bonus. That's where we are with Zach Ertz, and that's why I don't want Zach Ertz to be with the Philadelphia Eagles because we're gonna be in the same situation we was with last year with Alshon Jeffries because he's getting paid, so he's gonna play. So Zach Ertz, even if Dallas Goedert outperformed him and better than him, Howie Roseman is paying him $8.5 million. He's gonna play. So I hate that. I hate that mindset, and I don't know.
Well, and that's what pisses me off too, man, is, you sit there and Howie made that comment like 2 months ago. Oh, we don't need to structure Lane. We don't need to structure Brooks. We don't need to restructure Fletcher. Yeah, you fucking do. You still haven't signed Landon Dickerson. You don't have the money to sign Steven Nelson, even though he wants to fucking be here. You need money, bro. And if you're going to take on Ertz's contract, you need money. You need to be able to sign these guys. And how the fuck are you going to do it? Just getting rid of Ertz is not going to completely fix everything. You still need more money.
It will this year, though, because Ertz is $8.5 million. So we could sign the rookie to like 2.5, 3.5 easily. And Steven Nelson, he's begging for the Philadelphia Eagles to come out there and just make an offer. We can't right now. We can't make nothing. We can't make an offer.
I know.
But if you're at the $8.5 million cap, then you could sign 2-3 players easily.
Don't you want a little bit more breathing room, though? I mean, I do.
We do next year. Yeah, next year we will have a lot of breathing room. But we're talking about this year. Our only problem is Zach Ertz. We get rid of him, we're good.
Hold on.
Hey, I'm gonna head out, but let me get a closing statement real quick. So shout out to Vic 3. I don't know if you subbed me up, man, but thank you for joining on Uncensored, and JC Slay. You already know what it is. My closing statement is just that, man, we are going to be attacked till this man's on the field doing his due diligence, and I'm excited. Bring all the hate, bring all the heat. We're going to be ready. We just got to see, basically when Wentz played against the Browns, and we saw glimpses when on his open, rookie, we saw those glimpses. What we are looking for are those glimpses. And he's got a preseason now. He's got training camp now. So this is going to come together. We didn't have that last year. COVID knocked all that away. So my closing statement is, they're coming after us because, you know how it is.
They're scared.
Time to get the dog mask on.
Much love. I'll catch you guys later.
All right, bro.
Take it easy, Birdman. Thank you for joining us, brother.
See you, Birdman. What's up, y'all? How you doing?
No, I'm doing good, buddy. How about you? How you feeling, buddy? Tell me. Talk.
About what? Well,
what we've been talking about.
Oh, the Orlovsky thing. I don't like it. I know a lot of people are pissed off about it. I mean, this entire off season, we've been getting disrespected like crazy. It's ridiculous. It's something with Philadelphia. Like, they literally cannot stand us. I don't know why. it disrespects a guy like Jalen Hurts because he has so much talent. He just needs a little more development. And Birdman talks about the glimpses. I agree with him. We just see a little bit of glimpses. We can see something with Jalen Hurts, but Orlovsky, that was a dumb take.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, man, you know, you can sit there and say all you want, Hurts sucks and Hurts is this and Hurts is that. Dude, he was the runner-up to the Heisman, something Carson Wentz never was. Like, that has to stand for something right there. I mean, do you agree, Vic?
He's gone. He's gone.
Huh?
I said, is he gone?
Who?
What?
Is who going? Something going on? Hello?
Vic?
Am I here?
No, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Vic?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, I was saying, what the hell was I just saying? Shit.
Was it the Orlovsky thing?
Oh, no, about Hurts being the runner-up to the Heisman, something Wentz has never been, and that has to stand for something. I mean, wouldn't you say?
So, how am I going to word this? It should count for something, but it's a college award for a reason. We've seen Heisman winners fail. We've seen runner-ups succeed, but we've also seen the opposite. So it shouldn't really be something to judge them on.
Okay. That's fair enough. What do you think, Vic?
In reference to him and what he's doing this season, I couldn't really hear because it was breaking up on my end.
Oh, yeah, I was saying, like, you know, everyone says, you know, Hurts isn't able to sniff Wentz and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, Hurts being a runner-up to the Heisman, that's got to stand for something at least a little bit, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Like, if you've seen Hurts, if I'm not mistaken, it was his first season in Alabama. Like, he came in and blew it up. You know what I mean? It's only from what happened, and, you know, that's the thing that everyone talks about. What happened in that national championship game that he had to get replaced by Tua. And, of course, that was the situation that, you know, the coach felt like the team needed a jump start. So they put him in and they switched things up. But I think that, you know, that says a lot for that kid. You know what I mean? Like, he has the talent. He has everything you need. And they switched things up. But I think that, you know, that says a lot for that kid. You know what I mean? Like, he has the talent. He has everything you need. And they switched things up.
Big echo. Big echo.
That says a lot for that kid. You know what I mean? Like, he has the talent. He has everything you need. And they switched things up.
Big echo. Big echo.
A lot for that kid. You know what I mean? Like, he has the talent. He has everything you need. And they switched things up.
Big echo. Big echo. Okay, so it's Foothills.
Hello?
Yeah, hey.
That was a big echo.
Yeah, it's Foothills with the echo. I was just checking. Yeah. Okay, so it's Foothills.
Hello?
Yeah, hey.
That was a big echo.
Yeah, it's Foothills with the echo. I was just checking. Yeah.
Still there.
Okay, so it's Foothills.
Hello?
Yeah, hey.
That was a big echo.
Yeah, it's Foothills with the echo. I was just checking. Yeah.
Still there.
Okay, so it's Foothills.
Hello?
Yeah. Hold on. Something's going on.
Am I on
Does it?
repeat or something? Like,
What
I keep
the
hearing
hell
the
was
same
that?
thing. Hey, this is like a music track. Hello? It's Foothills on the
Yeah.
echo. Hello? It's Foothills on the. Yo, am I on repeat?
I think
Dude,
that
I don't know what happened. Seriously.
Yeah, I got dropped. I don't know what happened.
Let's try this again.
he had a major echo. I think he put his like mic on, and then the echo sort of happened.
Yeah, we'll try it again when he jumps back in.
Yeah, Foothills is always kicking us off. Oh, China
you're
is
cut.
involved. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
But
Yeah.
when it comes to the Heisman thing, I think it could mean something, but I also don't want to say it does because it's a college award. You know, it matters from the standpoint of just college and where he was playing at, but I don't think it really matters that much. I respect Jalen Hurts, but he was playing in a horrible division with Oklahoma, the division that they were in, but he still played really good. So I give him his props. If you're even close to winning a Heisman, that's still remarkable. So I give him his props in that sense. But hey, I just want to see what he can do this year.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we all do, man. That's why we support the Hurt season hats, and all that, because this kid's taking over Philadelphia for sure. We can all feel his energy. We can all feel the excitement. I mean, we want him to thrive. We want him to do good. We expect him to because of all the hard work that he's doing and putting in. So, I mean, I just don't see how you can doubt it, man. I get it. There's a lot that you need to see, a lot you need to prove. But like I said, man, this game is 90% mental. If he comes out and he's prepared mentally, there's nothing this kid can't do. He's very sneaky. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. Could you imagine if he stood in Philadelphia for his entire career? Like, bro, I want to see him stay in Philadelphia for his entire career because I all respect to Wentz, but I just didn't like the character. I loved Jalen Hurts' character. He gives you that passion. He gives you that energy. Even though he doesn't talk very much, he still proves it and shows it on the field. We want to see progression this year. We want to give him time. He only played 4 games last year, so if we can get something out of him this year, like a 25 touchdown type of season, or like 14 interceptions, 3,000 yards, or something like that, I think that's going to be a Jalen Hurts type of season, and I cannot wait to see what he does. I cannot wait to see what he does this year because I want to see him in Philadelphia forever. Yeah.
All right, so
I can agree.
look real quick. Hey, I asked with Eagles Uncensored this yesterday. So if Jalen Hurts goes out and just play crappy this season, what are we going to do? Like, what do you want to do? Like, keep him and build a better defense, offense, or just get rid of him? Like, because that's a realistic situation that we might face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Depends on how bad you're talking.
Yeah, I think if he has like what Foothills just said, if he has like a horrible season, he's out of the team. Then I guess I feel like Howie would do that because you saw they were trying to trade up for Zach Wilson at like pick 3 or something. They weren't going to get him because Wilson went too. But if the Eagles actually monitor the Deshaun Watson situation throughout the season, and if everything works out with that. I'm not going to be surprised if they trade for him, man. I really wouldn't.
Nah, I think I mentioned it earlier on the comment. This is a make it or break it. This is audition season for Jalen Hurts. If he doesn't perform well, one of those 3 first-round picks will be used on getting another quarterback. We're not going to go with this Deshaun Watson. We're not going to go with another quarterback. We're going to get a new quarterback for our new coach. That's how it's going to be. He's going to need a quarterback that he's going to have to mold. He's going to have to, take care of and go through the system with. And it's not going to be Watson or anyone else. If Jalen can't perform this season, we're going to be in the draft looking for another quarterback.
But which quarterback though from next year's class? There's not really one.
What do you have? Harold from North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, and there's another one out there.
I like him, but I want to see more from him. I think he needs a little more time before I can really say I want him.
Usually, when the draft ends up, it's whoever is the top 2. And whoever that second guy usually gets kicked out because there's always a third guy in there. So whatever those 3 option is, the Eagles will be on it if Jalen Hurts doesn't perform well this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yo, real quick to interrupt y'all, welcome my partner in crime. Down here at the bottom, Philly Foothills in the building, representing the Eagles out west. What's up, my guy? How you doing?
Philly Fago.
I'm holding it down, man. I'm doing all right. It's a little hot out here in Cali, but we're getting through it. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
Sitting in the nice AC right now.
You want to answer that question, big dog?
Well, I didn't hear the complete question.
If Jalen Hurts does horrible this year, do we stick with him another year, or do you go in the draft and dip in the first round and get one?
I mean, if he's like Danny Peso's bad, then hell yeah, we go get another quarterback. If he's bottom, if he's in the bottom of the quarterback class, this year, as far as performance, then yeah, if he shows no progression at all and complete regression, and just if he's not, if he looks like completely, we've seen the best of him, then yeah, we gotta definitely do what's best for the organization, and definitely go after one next year.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that, Birdman. Sorry, dude.
Oh.
I would, but I don't know how to do it.
You can just go on your phone, and then
I'm
go
on my phone.
Yeah, you can just go on your like after the stream, if the chat is still open for you, like after the day, then you could just go in the chat and then just give people wrenches, like the added moderators or something like that.
Yo, Philly, the podcast. Thanks for coming in, bro. Appreciate you showing up. I would love to hear your take on this Dan Orlovsky thing, dude. I saw you put a tweet out earlier saying the disrespect's real. So if you want to come on and relieve some stress, bro, please do. Love having you on.
Did
How
someone
about
say
you, Jordan?
Every time I hear
go
that
ahead,
name now, I go, Dan Orlovsky, that's what he needs right now, the firing squad.
Right?
Man,
I hear you, bro.
go to Indianapolis and ride Carson Wentz, man. Yes, that's all he does.
Like I said on Twitter earlier today, that guy's been on his nutsack since 17. So it's not surprising that he feels that way, because he's a strong believer in Carson, and he has been for a while. So it's not surprising he feels that way, because he's the type of guy that's not gonna change his mind on, he's a firm believer in his beliefs and things like that in his life. So it's not like he's not an easily guy to persuade when he's got his mind made up on things.
Yeah, and what's funnier is like he kind of switched his opinion and like his take on this, because when Hurts got drafted to the Eagles, he gave him all the props in the world, if you go on ESPN, there was this one time they were on First Take, and he was giving Jalen Hurts all the props in the world. And now he switched his take on Jalen Hurts because he's in Philadelphia. That's something big.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely agree.
Yeah,
Jordy.
Orlovsky's a fool.
He definitely is. He really is. Like I said, I don't know how you can contradict yourself after saying something all season long and then turning around and saying the complete opposite and not think that people would notice. It's dumb.
Yeah. This
Well,
point,
I'm giving a biased take just to get headlines, basically. That's all it is. Because right now everyone's talking about him and his name is getting out there. Just like before with Chris Sims. He left Hurts off the list because he knew that was going to get people riled up. They're going to talk about it. He's going to be in the comment section. He was trending. He did what he needed to do. And that's all it is. I mean, it's just to rile people up.
Yeah. Well, he did it. So congratulations. I mean, the one thing that makes me feel good, man, is, Skip Bayless, he's scared of Hurts. And Skip is never scared of any Eagle. But he praises us a lot for him because he's a big Hurts fan. So, I mean, if Skip believes he can be dominant, I'm all right with that. Especially coming from a Cowboy fan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything they say on First Take, I just don't listen to anymore.
Yeah.
Because what?
50% of that show, 50% of that show is biased against our team. So yeah, I wouldn't. You can only take it for what it really is.
Like what really pissed me off is how they just go on live television and say what they say. Like, are you actually gonna go on live television? And I feel like they got paid for this. For saying everyone in here that's over the age of 18 would definitely want to go on a live television show and say Stephen Curry is better than Andre Iguodala and get paid for it. Who wouldn't want to do that? Like, are you actually gonna go on live television saying that? Like, that's ridiculous to me.
Yeah, and a lot of bigger media today is just hot takes.
It
Yeah,
is.
but you got to think about it now too. It's the off season, and it's that lull where there's nothing really happening. So you got to make up a story, and anything right now is going to be a story.
Yeah, and it's not like I've been saying. It's not a coincidence that all these guys keep targeting our players because they know us Eagles fans, us content creators, we're going to be chirping a lot about it. So it just keeps everything, like you said, it keeps everything relevant, keeps everything everybody talking, things like that. So it's not a coincidence, definitely, that our players just continually get slapped in the face with disrespect.
Well, here's what I want to know. What the fuck did we do to these people to get this disrespect? Or do they just do it because they know how diehard we are and they know we'll get riled up fast? Like
it's like Vic said. It's just like Vic said. They're doing it to boost their own numbers, to get their name out there more. Like he said, Chris Sims did it because he wanted to be trending. He doesn't care. He doesn't care who he offends along the way. As long as he's going to get his numbers up and his name out there, things like that. So yeah, it's all about them just get the Benjamins, using that old school terminology, but they're going after the money.
Yeah, one sentence.
And the way that I look at it, man, is if you're going to use us to boost your credibility or to boost your watches, then that's obviously because we're the best.
Well, too, it's like a copycat thing. It's like how they say in NFL, it's a copycat league. Everyone ends up following those trends. Same thing. Once someone jumps on the Eagles, it becomes a trend. You're going to do it also. You're going to follow the trend and get those likes. That's all basically it is. It's that law that no one has nothing to talk about. But right now, the topic is the Eagles. And for me, I love it. Put the dog mask on and embrace it. Let everyone talk, because at the end of the season, when Jalen Hurts does perform well, and then when we do perform better than what we're supposed to, all those pundits, all those analysts are just going to eat crow because they're going to just have to go back on the words like they always do anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It's one sentence, one way to put this. They just hate the city of Philadelphia. Like I don't know what to say, but they just despise the city of Philadelphia because, as you said, they want to get us riled up and stuff because they know if we hear one bad take about our city, and if it references the Eagles, and if it's a bad take about the Eagles, we'll get disrespected, we'll get offended by it easily. So they want headlines, they want clickbaits, they just want clicks, and I just feel like they hate the city of Philadelphia for some reason.
Yeah, and
Well, if you think
look how
about
far.
it, it's just lazy writing. You know what I mean? Like Philly has always been a punching bag. Since people still talk about Santa getting
Hey guys, I'm
snowballs
back.
coming back to the city. You know what I mean? So it's just like it's the historical punching bag, and it's the easiest thing to do. It's the lowest hanging fruit. It's lazy.
Yeah, and look
other
how
way.
traditional media has taken kind of a back seat to a
Okay,
lot of
now
us
you're hitting me in
content
the
creators
head.
the last couple of years because that's where the money's at.
All right. So, Foothills, did you see what I sent you?
Yeah, I did.
Everything good? Or
Yeah. Everything's good. I just had some personal business that conflicted with the time schedule that he had put out there. So yeah, everything's good, man. We're all good.
all right. I was like, whoa, what the? I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Sorry.
Everything's fine.
Cool.
So Carson just said leave his dad alone.
Wait, huh?
Read the message.
He's calling Dan Orlovsky his dad, right?
Yeah. He said he just got a text from Dan saying the show's overrated. Well, text Dan back and tell him fuck you.
But my thing is, what did that say about Carson Wentz that he needs all these
what's
media
up, Slay?
outlets
What's
and all
good?
these people to have basically to boost up his confidence for the season? What does that say about him?
Exactly. And it's like I said earlier, bro, it's only going to say Wentz comes out week 1 and he fucking tanks horribly. Dude, this Indianapolis media is going to be like, oh, well, here's Wentz, right back to the same shit. And if he mentally starts breaking down again, you're just going to see the same old Wentz. I mean, it's a mental game. Just because he goes to a new city does not mean he's going to be rehabilitated. It's not that easy to rebuild somebody. It seriously is.
Yeah, I don't think the Colts want to see him be the 2017 him. I think they just want to see him facilitate the offense. Like I don't think they want to see him be Superman by any means because their team is just literally good as heck. But I do think he was just going to facilitate the offense. That's what I think of him. But I don't know why when he went to the Colts, everyone that disrespected him and said all these things about him, said everything bad about him, disrespected him when he was on the Eagles. As soon as he goes to the Colts, everything is thrown off the wall because he's not on the Eagles anymore. He's not in the city of Philadelphia.
Right.
But when Jalen Hurts, when he gets to Philadelphia, and that first season, he was a rookie. They didn't give him anything. But when Wentz leaves, they just throw every bad thing at him. They disrespect him. They say all these shenanigans about him. And if he does one little bad thing this season, oh my God, he's gonna get eaten alive by the media.
Well, listen, just because he gets eaten alive by the media, we're the ones that matter. Fuck the media. Like, no lie. We make our players. The media doesn't. The media can say whatever the fuck they want about our team. We don't listen to them. We listen to each other. That's what's great about this fan base. We don't listen to the outside shit. We all know these Dan Orlovskys and Chris Sims are full of shit. We listen to one another. You know, our opinions are way better than those guys. They're supposed to be smarter than us, but they've proven they're not. You know, so I mean, the way I look at it, dude, is no matter what the media says, as long as he proves to us that he is improving each and every day, 1%, 2%, 5% every day, I don't see him being a bad thing for us as a fan base. You know, he'll get the respect from us as long as he's always trying and always working. I mean, do you agree with that?
Kind of have
Yeah, I do to an extent because, like I said, this is his audition season. Jalen Hurts has put on the front that, you know, he's the guy we want. He's out there in the community. He's doing his thing. He's working. We see those summertime workout videos and they look great. But as Mike says, at the end of the day, if he doesn't produce, he doesn't perform, we're not keeping him. He's not going to be around.
Do you see any shadow of a doubt that he comes out here and doesn't?
That he doesn't perform? No. I don't see it how everyone else is saying, like, he's going to be horrible. He's one of the worst ranked quarterbacks around. I don't see it. I see a kid who's hungry. I see a kid who's humbled by the comments that he sees. I see a hard worker. I see that someone that's going to will as much as he can his team to win as much as possible. Now, whether that, you know, translates to a 10-6 or 10-7 season or whatnot, I don't know. But I know he's going to give it his all. That's the one thing I can say.
How about you, Slay? You're muted, buddy.
My bad. I was gonna say, I don't think you can say he's good or bad. Because I feel like 4 games does not prove anything. He was a rookie. 4 games proves absolutely nothing. Especially for a rookie. But what we've seen from him this offseason, the highlights, the videos, that shows me that he's a humble young dog who wants to prove the entire NFL wrong. I'm at the stage where I feel like he will break out because he has Devontae Smith, he has Fulgham, he has Goddard, he has Sanders, he has everything to work for. I think he'll do good this year. And I've seen a lot from him, Devontae Smith. That video that we saw with him throwing the ball, that fade ball to Devontae Smith, that shows me that connection is going to be lethal. Especially if Jalen Hurts is one of the best fade ball throwers in the NFL with Devontae Smith, who's a quick releaser type of wide receiver. You're going to see a lot from this team and those 2 players together on the field.
See, and that's where my rough part is of this whole thing is, you know, when people sit there and say that I haven't seen enough. Okay? In 4 games, he took us from the 27th ranked overall offense to the 2nd overall offense the last 4 weeks. How much of an improvement do you need to see from a guy who wasn't even supposed to start? We went from 27th to 2nd. The last 4 weeks in the NFL, we had the 2nd overall offense to Carson's 27th overall in 12 games. What more do you need to know? I mean, he was moving our offense, and he had more 300-yard games than Carson last year. What more do you need to know that he's going to be successful with a healthier and better team?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he'll break out, but I just don't think 4 games proves a lot. He could do all that, but I don't think 4 games shows anything. Especially for a rookie. We all think he'll improve. That's pretty obvious. But 4 games, it doesn't show anything. It's a slim hole in improvement, but I don't think 4 games
Well,
shows
maybe that's just me having blind eyes, man, because
Yeah.
27th to 2nd is a huge improvement in my eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, how you feel
Yes.
about that, Vic?
It is a huge improvement, but the thing we have to think about now is that was Jaylen last season under Doug Peterson. Now he's under Nick Sirianni. We got a new coach, new coaching staff. There's a lot of information now that he has to take in. There's a lot of information he has to take on the field now. So can he get all that together by week 1? We're hoping so. I feel like he can. Now again, it all comes down to what translates on the field. How does he play? And that's something we can't speculate yet.
Yeah, and I mean, from the reports we're getting so far from Nick and them, he's getting on a grasp of the playbook pretty quickly. So, I mean, hopefully everything is true. Hopefully, it all translates onto the field for him, and hopefully we're set and we don't have to continue looking for a quarterback, because I'm pretty sure I speak for all of us when I say I'm fucking tired of looking for a quarterback, dude.
Well, there's something that we do have to understand too. There might be some issues when we first, like I said, this is a new coaching staff. This is new schemes, new play. So there might be some issues when we first start off. Now, hopefully he picks it up and we go on from there, or maybe that there are no issues and he can just take off. But I would just say I don't want to get everyone's hopes up and think when he comes out we're just going to be hit the ground running. There might be some issues there at the beginning.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, no lie, I have the highest expectations for Carson or for Jalen Hurts. Okay, I do. But I do also have realistic numbers for him as well. Because I believe this team can be really good, and then they're just going to be average. It just all depends on who you get when they come out and the energy that they bring and the mindset. And if we shoot ourselves in the foot or not. How many times last year should we won games, but because we shot ourselves in the foot with penalties and shit, we didn't win? So if we can clean all those up, if we can clean all the mistakes up on the field, off the field, not have a lot of injuries, and everybody's chemistry is all dude, we're up here. But, like I said, there's a big variance right there between how good we can be and what we're going to be.
Yeah. And health, that's another thing we haven't mentioned.
Yeah.
Health is going to be very important with this season, especially with our offensive line. They haven't been doing good. I mean, we pretty much, aside of, Dickerson, and I think one or two other linemen, we pretty much have the same line as we did last year. And there's a lot depending on them. So health is going to be a very, very important thing this season.
Yes, definitely. This is our big if season for sure, 100%.
Yeah, I don't think health will impact us as much as this year, because I feel like even with the age concerns there, you get older guys at like offensive line and defensive line. We still have younger guys that are ready. So if health is a concern this year, I don't think it'll matter that much. Because you have depth now. They've invested in guys at RB. You saw Kerryon Johnson, Jordan Howard, Kenneth Gainwell, and Boston Scott from last year. So that's 4 players to back up Miles Sanders. And then you already have what you have at offensive line, but you have depth there too. You have guys behind the defensive line, guys like Milton Williams, Marlon Tuipulotu, that we drafted in this draft. Now they can back up these linemen, and injury concerns won't matter as much. Injury concerns will matter at CB2 in cornerback in the secondary, because it's very iffy. The depth is not there for me, but everything else, the depth is there for me. So injuries won't matter as much for me this year.
Well, here's my take.
A lot of rookies too, though. But how are you going to depend so much on those rookies as depth?
Well, I didn't catch the first part of that. Say that again.
No, he was saying he was talking about the depth, but a lot of people he was mentioning were rookies. They haven't even touched the field yet. They haven't even hit training camp yet.
Yeah.
So we can't automatically depend on them.
Yeah.
Well, we have Nate Herbig, who played last year. He's not a rookie anymore. He has experience. We have Jack
Driscoll, Herbig, and Tooth. They all played last year.
They all have experience. The only guy that doesn't have experience is Landon Dickerson, which presumably right now he's our future center. And then at wide receiver, we have a ton
If
of
they
depth.
can sign him, that would be better.
Yeah, we have a ton of depth at wide receiver. We have Quez Watkins, who's not a rookie anymore. We have Hightower, who's not a rookie anymore.
We have Whiteside.
Don't even get me started.
We don't count.
Huh?
We have
don't
guys.
Count.
And we have Ridgeway at defensive line.
Doesn't count.
Tackle. And
He
then,
doesn't count, bro. Listen, if JJ was fucking special, his ass would have been on the field. Okay? And I'm so tired of everyone sitting there saying, oh, like last year, they came out in spring training. Oh, JJ's improved so much. He's going to do so well. Bullshit. He never fucking touched the field last year.
Well, the
I
only
know.
reason
I'm
why
just,
they
saying, I'm
say
just
that is
letting this
because
out.
Yeah, the only reason why they say is because he's a second rounder. Had JJ been any, you know what I'm saying? If he was a fourth, fifth rounder, he'd have been off this team already.
Yeah,
but again,
like let's not sit here and act for
right.
1 second. If this kid wasn't good, he wouldn't be playing. The fact is, he fucking sucks. That's why he ain't playing.
Well, aside of JJ being gone, do you think Greg Ward will be able to stay, or is he gone also?
He's staying. That's not surprised.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be JJ and Ward, just because of the fact that everyone else is a draft pick. Those two are not. You're not going to give up Hightower because you spent a 6 on him. You're not going to give up Watkins because you spent either, what was he, a 5th?
Watkins like a 5th.
5th. No, he was the 200th pick, I think. So that would
okay. Well, still, you spent draft picks on him. You did not spend draft picks on Ward. JJ, well, he just failed, so that's why he's automatically going. But yeah, Fulgham, just because of what he did last year, that's the only reason he's the only player that stays on this team who we didn't use the draft pick for.
Yeah.
Just because of his production last year. But JJ and Ward, no. With the talent we have at wide receiver, we can afford to let them go, or at least put them on the practice squad. You know?
Yeah. I don't think Ward will be cut. Because I feel like he's too reliable and productive to be cut. Hightower and Watkins, they're not going to be cut, but they're still on. What was it? They had 1 year to play. They didn't show us too much. They showed us glimpses here and there. But Ward has played 2 seasons. He's been productive in both of the seasons that he's played. And he's a reliable wide receiver. So why would you cut him?
He's not a game changer.
He hasn't improved.
He doesn't.
I mean, seriously, then, if that's the way you're going to think, Slay, then Ertz should be on this team. Because he's got reliable hands.
But
the same way with who we were just talking about. If that's the case, then they both should be on this team.
Okay, then. Yeah, well, you can go, Jordy.
Ward was the most reliable receiver on a horrible receiving core.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So that doesn't really speak. That doesn't really say much. That's why I'm saying, like, Ward. I don't feel Ward's going to be on this team. You know, after training camp, I think Whiteside's gone. Ward's gone.
I think he'll stay on the team. He'll just be on the practice squad like he was before, and then if something happens, we'll move him up if we need him. He's a good piece to have.
Or Ward.
Ward.
Oh, yeah, I think you meant JJ.
Yeah, he's a good piece to have on our practice squad in case someone gets injured, because he can step up and he can be that guy when we need him. But I'm not going to sit here and act like he's a fucking starter.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is, an emergency. He's an emergency receiver.
Let me ask you guys a question then. How many receivers do you think we'll have?
6.
Yes, 6.
And then 5 or 6.
If you look at this way, then you have Smith 1, you have Fulgham, you have Rager, Ward is presumably 4 for me, and you have Watkins and then Hightower. That's 6 receivers. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is the only guy that's going to be cut.
There's other receivers on this team besides those 2.
Who else?
Well, Tate's
if we're keeping
converted to
5,
tight end, but he still was a wide receiver. We'll probably end up bringing in another. Well, we got the two from the one guy from Jacksonville we traded for. What's his name? Michael something or
Walker. I still don't
Michael
think
Walker. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
He's
but
a
you can't
special
tell
team
me
guy.
you don't know if he's going to be better than Ward.
well, you know that there's 5 gonna be staying off the rip because you
Oh,
have
for real,
the 3 that
5.
we got last year with Rager, Watkins, and Hightower. So they're automatically locked in. You got
Yeah.
Smith, you have Fulgham. That only leaves one position open. That's
Yeah.
what this training camp's about. Who's going to take that position? That's if we keep 6 receivers. If we're
Because
keeping
really,
5,
dude,
our
we
5
have
are
10
locked
wide
up.
receivers on this roster right now. There's like 10 wide receivers.
Mhm.
So, yeah, there's guys we're not even mentioning that we don't know about, but that doesn't mean they can't show up and show out during training camp.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, Greg Ward is a great option, dude, but I'm not going to sit here and act like he deserves that 6th spot. He
And
has
unless there's
done
a
enough
regression by
for us.
any of the 5, I wouldn't see any of them being cut off either.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all entitled to our opinions, but I could see that. I just feel like there's too many. Like, he's too productive and reliable for me, and he's younger too. But if we're going 6 receivers, I feel like he has to be mentioned in one of those names because he's 25. He has the most experience at wide receiver for this group. So that tells you that much. And he's a productive player when he plays. And
I
he's really
understand where you're
reliable
coming
for us.
from, bro, but you also have to look at it this way. Thinking that way has got us where it got us now. We got to move on. I understand Greg Ward is doing great. He's done good for us, but that's what got us into this predicament. You know, we think too much in the past. We're holding on to 17 too much, man. If you want to get another Super Bowl, we got to let 17 go. Like, we got to move on from that team. That is not who we are anymore. That's the reason Hurts needs to go and all that, you know.
And a lot of Ward's value came from special teams, and he wasn't that good at that. And, you know, with the players we have this year, and punt returns, that's going to be taken over. He's not going to be doing punt returns anymore. So his special team value isn't really valuable anymore.
Mhm. Yeah, but I feel like if we're going 6 receivers, there's no way he's going to be cut for me. I just don't see it.
I say he's a prime practice squad candidate.
We're going 6 receivers. He has to be either 4.
I will give you
wide
this. I will take Ward over JJ. So I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
Yeah.
So I mean, so what about this halfback room then? What I mean, you got a bunch, like, you know, you got Johnson, you got Howard, you got Killings. I'm not even going to bring up Holyfield because I'm pretty sure he's going to be gone. But you know,
Brad Sanders.
Huh?
I
Sanders.
Mitch, I don't think he has to say his name to know that he's already.
Yeah, you know, so I mean, what are we looking at here? Because, you know, I have us staying with 4 halfbacks this year, and I have Killings being our 4th just because of special teams. I think he would be a tremendous boost for our punt and kick return, especially to keep Rager healthy so he doesn't get injured on those. You know, Killings actually has some really good speed. Yeah, he's small, but that's kind of the Darren Sproles thing he's got going on, which helps us. I mean, think about it. That's a second Darren Sproles back there. Maybe not as good as him, but Darren Sproles-esque. So
who's your
you know,
other
I say that's why
Yeah.
he makes this team.
So who's your other 3 running backs?
That's what I was going to ask.
I got
Yeah, no
Johnson
problem, man.
second. Yeah, I got Johnson second, Gainwell third, and then Killings fourth.
Oh, so you're not going to have Howard. Do you think he's cut?
Too injury prone, man. I don't think he's going to be here.
For me,
especially now that you got Kerryon Johnson, I don't see him. If Johnson was not here, yes, he makes this team. But now that Johnson's here, I don't think he makes it.
So for me, I have Sanders. Not in order, of course. Sanders, Gainwell, Johnson, and I have Kerryon Johnson. I said that, and Jordan Howard. Those are my 4.
Yeah, I have
Those
Sanders.
Those are my 4. And the reason I don't have Boston Scott is because we have Kenny Gainwell there, who I feel like is going to be better than Scott. Anyways, and I know that Boston Scott is a giant killer. I get that from time to time. I know that. But it's just like, I don't know. How old is he now?
26, I think.
Why is everyone my freaking age?
And to be honest, he can't even be the giant killer anymore.
But I want you to know this too. It would be a lot easier to drop Jordan Howard and pick him back up than it would be to drop Johnson or to drop Gainwell or to drop Killings. Because of his past history, Howard will be there. So if we need him, we can bring him back. I can't say that for these other guys.
Yeah, for Jordan Howard, he was our best blocking running back. You guys agree with that?
Yeah, but Johnson's second in the league. So you have second and third, but if you already have the second overall pass blocker in the NFL, why do you need the other one? I mean, it's about change of pace, is it not? If you have two power backs, that's one less spot for somebody else. It's all about changing of pace, mixing up the offense. If you have two power backs, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's why I think we're going to I think we may keep 3 running backs and have a couple on the practice squad. As before, everyone mentioned the top 3, which would be Sanders, Johnson, and Gainwell. AK-47, excuse me. I don't think he's going to make. He's another practice squad. Another year on the practice squad. Hasn't gained weight. You know what I mean? He's still the same player as last year. As for Howard, Howard's just a camp body. He's going to get cut.
Yeah.
I don't see him making this team at all.
And like I said, the only way I see Killings making this team is just special teams. That is strictly it. You know.
But I do think if we do keep a 4th, that will be available for Bart Scott.
Yeah, I think.
Bart Scott. Good grief.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Sanders, Johnson. I'm going to leave Howard on because I feel like they're going to use him at power back, but I feel like he's going to be cut off the team by like week 6 or 7. But I think it's going to be Sanders, Johnson, Howard, Gainwell, because I feel like they're going to use Gainwell as like a flex type of RB, like Naeem Hines from the Colts. I think that's how they're going to use him. But that's how I'm looking at it.
How about you, Jordy? You're all quiet over there, man. You need to talk a little bit.
So I'm thinking there's an extra roster spot open and we line up 5 running backs. It's something we've done before. And obviously Sanders, Gainwell, Killings. I want to say, and I know what I'm going to hear, but I want to say Holyfield due to carry on not being consistently on the field, and Howard still hasn't regained his form from when he was in Chicago, and we don't know what he is after the stinger. And then 5's probably going to be a battle between Scott, Huntley, maybe carry on, and whoever else front office likes.
Wait,
now,
do
you have us going with 5 now? And I asked this question yesterday, and y'all chime in if you want. Is it because you see us running more 2 halfback sets that we keep multiple halfbacks?
Yes.
Okay, I can understand that then.
Jordy, so you don't think Johnson's going to be RB2?
No, and the reason is he hasn't been consistently healthy and 100%.
Mm-hmm. I can see that, but I feel like
that's why you give Gainwell the nod over him.
Yeah, that and Gainwell. He's already good with pass blocking, and you can develop him to be even better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like.
No, I love Gainwell. Gainwell. Don't get me wrong. That's a great pick we did, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like Johnson hasn't been consistently healthy, but he's been productive. But I feel like he hasn't been healthy enough because he's been in the Lions RB room where, and I don't like to use this, but they don't have anyone there other than right now they have DeAndre Swift. But before they had DeAndre Swift, it felt like it was just him out there by himself. So most of the workload was on him. But that's how I'm looking at it. I feel like Johnson has to be the RB2 because now he got signed to battle it out with Howard. If he wins, which we all think he will, be Howard. He's RB2, and now all he has to do is compliment Sanders, which would be a solid, very complimenting for Sanders. But that's how I'm looking at it with Johnson.
How about you, Vic?
In reference to the running backs,
Yeah.
Like I said before, it's gonna be Howard. Howard won't be in. With Kerryon Johnson, a lot of people are talking about his injury history. I don't think that'll be that much of a problem in Philly. I mean, I see him solidifying that number 2 spot. Sanders is gonna have an awesome year, and for the third, I want to touch base because I always hear this name mentioned. I want to know what's the thing with Holyfield. Everyone keeps on bringing him up, but he's never been able to produce. So I just want to know what's the affinity with Holyfield.
And people have said that 500 Philly 500. He's persuaded us a lot. He feels like they haven't used Holyfield enough. They haven't given him a chance. But that's his only argument for me.
Here's the thing. Holyfield's 23. He's young. And not only that, he's got no wear and tear on him, and we all know running backs have a short shelf life, especially power backs. Who's to say they couldn't develop him and then have him as a 1-2 punch for a couple of years?
Hasn't he been on our team for 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Not 2, right?
2 or 3?
I think
3.
Yeah, I think
He's only it has to be 2 years.
Is it? Okay.
I don't know. I was
going to say, if it's 3, man, don't you think 3 years is long enough to develop? But
I don't know.
Well, my thing
I don't
is
think
he's showing anything to put himself on the field.
Honestly, I don't know if 3 years is enough to develop anybody. Look at Ben Simmons. 5 years, no jump shot. I'm sorry. I just had to say that.
Man, I can't compare basketball to football.
I just did. I don't care. That's
okay, but I can't do that. They're 2 different sports, man. You can do things in the NBA you can't do in the NFL, you know?
The mentality is the same no matter what sport. I feel like.
Yeah. Well, guys, you know, it's been 2 hours and 2 minutes. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming on. I just had to get some Dan Orlovsky shit off my chest because he pisses me off. He really does. But, you know, it's his opinion and it is what it is, but whatever.
Is he wrong about his opinion? Yes.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, but you can call that bias. You can call that, you know, dreaming, whatever. I know what I see in Jalen Hurts. I know how I believe in the kid. I see the work he puts in. And you know what? Like last year, how they were saying, I've never seen a rookie QB come in and be so calm and collected in my life in a huddle and in a pocket and in the situation he was in. You know, that right there shows me how strong that kid is. You know, and I have nothing but high hopes for him. And just to go out and disrespect somebody who puts in the hard work and keeps his head down and doesn't open his mouth and doesn't say anything stupid, for you to go out there and put this kid down, fuck you, bro. You're not a human being. Like, you can't sit there and say something like that. I mean, especially, like I said, when somebody's out there and they're putting in the work to try and get better, you're just going to cut them down. You're an asshole.
Yeah, and what's even funnier is, like I said it earlier, but he helped. He said that he liked Jalen Hurts coming out of college. So now he does the switcheroo because Hurts is in Philadelphia, and he still won't let the fact that Carson Wentz got traded. He won't let that go. So now he takes his punishment out on Jalen Hurts because he just feels like it, and Hurts said absolutely nothing to him. Hurts has said nothing to anyone this offseason other than his teammates.
Keeps his head down and works hard, man. Like, that's the guy you want. Am I wrong? I mean, that's the guy you want, the one that keeps his head down, the one that works, you know, because listen, we are the toughest franchise in all of sports. I'm not afraid to admit that. And this kid knows that. And he has the mentality and the toughness to be great. And he is built for this city, and he's going to show it. You know, he has the mental toughness to handle us. And he's already got our respect. Now he's just got to go out and prove it. He's already won us over, man. We're all won over. I'm pretty sure all of us are. So now take that out of the equation. You have nothing to worry about. Just go out and ball. That's all I want.
Yeah. And what's crazier is he's 22 years old.
Exactly, dude. He could be around a long time.
Yeah, he's 22 years old.
And you also got to take a look at the source, because we're talking about the same Dan Orlovsky who thought it was a smart decision to run out the back of the end zone instead of throwing the ball away.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the source first. Also with Chris Sims, you know what I mean? So they weren't the best quarterbacks when they were playing. So I don't think they have much to say on anyone else. They can't really give out their opinion.
Before we get out of here, I want to read you guys something real quick, and then tell me what you think.
Oh,
all right, I'm not going to say nothing at all. I'm not going to say nothing at all. I'm just going to read you some stats real quick, okay? Games, 26. Attempts, 512. Complete, 298. Passing percentage, 58.2. Yards, 31.32. He averaged 6.1 yards per game. 15 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 29 sacks with a QB rating of 75.3. Who is it?
Is it Wentz?
No. That's funny you fucking say that, though. That's so funny you say that.
Like, when you said, 15 to, 13 interceptions, I thought Wentz was, in my head quickly.
Mitch, you want to guess?
Which conference?
I'm not telling you that. You're going off.
Come on.
Who is it?
Just tell us.
Played in both conferences.
Wait, you know Jordy?
Yeah,
Do you know Jordy? Who is it?
I do. It's Dan Orlovsky.
Exactly. How the fuck can a man with these stats right here tell me that Jalen Hurts is going to be shit? Go fuck yourself, bro. You sucked in the NFL. You don't know how to play the game, so how the fuck am I supposed to believe you know how good Hurts is going to be?
Wasn't Dan the starting quarterback to that 0-16 team of Detroit Lions?
Exactly. And that's the guy that wants to say my QB shit. Go fuck yourself, bro.
It's just,
right?
It's literally just.
But that's why I said that's funny that you say Carson Wentz, because look how similar it is. Of course he's going to support that dude. He knows what it feels like to be shitty.
It's literally something nobody's saying this. Like Chris Sims said it first, you can see his stats as garbage. And then you say,
right?
Orlovsky saying this. It's entirely garbage, his stats. You look at it. You just said it.
Exactly.
It's horrible, his stats. The only guy that
yet you're able to sit there and give advice on who's going to be good and who's going to be bad. No.
Yeah, the only guy that I can't trash talk, even with his bad take by saying Miles Sanders is not a 25th quarterback, is MJD, because his stats are just so good. Can't trash.
Yeah, but even still, MJD was disrespectful with Miles Sanders' ranking, man. That was a slap in the face.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I mean, he's top 10 no matter what. He's top 10 easy.
Can you give me your top 10 running backs right now?
Huh?
Give me your top 10 running backs right now.
Wait,
I don't want to think right now, but I'll give you a couple.
Perfect.
Derrick Henry's my number one. You know, I mean, I don't know why anybody wouldn't pick him to be their number one. Fantasy value alone, the dude's fucking awesome. You know,
Philly Fresh. I hope you hear
that. What are you talking about?
We had a conversation before. We had a conversation about before when I was asked who would be your first pick in the fantasy draft, and I was like King Henry. He was like, "Nah, you're crazy." But when you look at that team with the Titans, how they have set up right now, their offensive weapons are insane. Their offensive line is crazy. They have Julio Jones and now A.J. Brown. You cannot stack 8 men against that box anymore. Derrick Henry's going to run crazy this season.
Talk it, dude. Dude, listen, no lie. Titans, by getting Julio Jones, solidified winning their division. I'm not even playing. I'm telling you right now, the Titans win
Julio
that
Jones
division.
can be decoy all year, and they'll still get it.
Yeah.
Solidified.
Yep.
Not only
Oh, what?
Yeah.
not only that,
I can see it's gonna be a battle for that division, but I don't want to say solidified because the Colts are still in that division. I don't want to write them off the walls yet.
Okay, besides, all right, first of all, Pittman was a rookie last year. We don't know what his second year is going to be, and he's got old-ass T.Y. Hilton. I'm not putting those two up against A.J. Brown and Julio Jones, man. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that.
Okay, but if you look at their offense, it's not amazing by any means. It's not amazing, but it's just okay for Carson Wentz to play okay.
Yeah, but just because he plays okay doesn't mean they win that division.
But who has a better defense, though?
The Titans are always sneaky on defense, dude. They're expected not to be good every year, and they end up being solid. So
over the Colts, though, their defense is better than the Colts.
No, on paper, the Colts have a better defense, but that's not what it's all about, dude. Like I said, you can get people to perform in different ways. Mm-hmm. Just because Tennessee doesn't, on paper, have all the right pieces does not mean these guys are not going to go out and play. I mean, you sit there and say, we're expected to have 8-9 wins, right? No one's expecting us to even have 4 or 5. So right there, you're doing the same thing with us that you are doing with them.
And Tennessee's more of a balanced team. Yeah, Tennessee's more of a balanced team. They have a good offense that carries with their defense. The Colts, they have a suspect offense because you don't know what Carson's going to do. You don't know what Jonathan Taylor's going to do. Because last year he wasn't all that great. At the end of the season, he pulled it together. Not at the beginning of the season.
Tannehill's proven he can run that offense.
Taylor?
Yeah, there's a lot of. Taylor wasn't doing great the whole season. That first half of the season, he wasn't great. The second half, he did a lot better.
Derrick Henry
in the
over
season, he
Taylor
wasn't all that.
Dude,
I will take Derrick Henry over Taylor any day. Now, I will tell you this. You put Derrick Henry on Indy, I'll give Indy the nod. The only reason Indy does not get the nod is because they don't have Derrick Henry. And I'm sorry, but what? You're going to stack the box to stop Derrick Henry because that's what you're going to have to do. But then how are you going to defend Julio and AJ? And then vice versa. If you back up to protect the backfield where you got Julio and AJ, you're just releasing Derrick Henry. You're fucked either way. You can't stop it.
And even though the Titans lost, even though Titans lost Jonnu Smith, I forgot the name that they have now, but their tight end that they have to replace him, he's no joke. He's going to shine next year. He's going to be a sleeper that people are going to talk about. Yeah.
Not only that, Derrick Henry is a back that you don't see a lot of backs built like him right now.
Oh, yeah.
He is a true power back that's going to go through some guys, and he can take a lot of carries.
I can't even sit there and say there's never been a guy like Derrick Henry.
No, there has, but it's just that right now the running backs around the league are a lot smaller and a lot faster. The league's
but that's what I'm saying for his size and his speed, dude. Like I know ED was a power back, but I don't think ED was as fast as Henry, is he? Back in his prime? Because Henry runs like a 4.4 even. Like he's fast.
Yeah, I don't think
huge
running backs have the combination that Henry does with the strength, the speed, the hands, everything. I don't think there's a combination like Henry before.
Yeah, and he's a really underrated receiving back too. If you give him the ball, he actually can catch the ball. He actually really can catch the ball. Like,
and what I love about him is, dude, on TV, it does not look like he's moving that fast, but he's fucking moving.
And my thing is, if you ask every DB in the league, who do you not want to see just uncovered coming at you? I guarantee you, I was going to say Derrick Henry.
Dude, did you not see that?
Look at Josh Norman.
Ask Josh Norman, man. Exactly. Josh Norman, that shit haunts him to this day. I guarantee you he wakes up screaming in the middle of the night because of that.
Bro,
all 215 pounds of him got lifted like nothing.
I would literally die because if I get train wrecked by Derrick Henry, this man is just just running at you like a bull. I'm pretty sure everyone in here would not survive because of that. That's how good he is. That's just how big he is.
Bro, I'd have a bottle of water halfway down the line, being like, "Here you go, bro. Keep going."
Dude, he's 6'5", dude. That's what makes it even funnier. Like he's 6'5" and he runs that fast.
Derrick Henry strikes the same fear as like just a linebacker who was let loose.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go, Vic. You got a taker right here. You want to take this one on?
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, they don't have tight ends, bro.
Go ahead, sleep on Fisker. Keep doing that and see what happens.
But Eagles Uncensored, before we wrap this up, but I got a question for you, man. So
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna just say, like you said, Sanders is a top 10 running back, right?
Yes.
Let me give you a couple running backs, right? And let's see if you think he's better. All right. Henry, I know what you're gonna say. Henry's clearly better.
Henry's number one, hands down.
Christian
no
McCaffrey, he's better than Sanders. Dalvin Cook, better than Sanders.
Who?
Dalvin Cook.
Okay.
Alvin Kamara. You got guys like Ezekiel Elliott. Is Zeke better than Sanders?
Not at this point.
No.
2 years ago, maybe.
Maybe 2 years ago, but not anymore. No.
How about Saquon?
Saquon's better. I don't care. Saquon's better, bro. I don't care what anyone says. Saquon is better.
You also have to mention Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is a mention.
Listen, you have to realize something, Slay, and I'm going to stand by this till the day I die. Miles Sanders would have been the halfback behind Derrick Henry last year if we would have ran him over 200 times. He had the whole year at 6 yards per carry until the end of the year. He dropped to 5.3. He was leading the NFL in yards per carry all year long. And then when we stopped using him and things started to deflate, his yards per carry went down, which is why he dropped to 5.3. But he was better than everyone, even Nick Chubb last year.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
So,
right? I was just going to say that.
The potential is there. We just have to unleash it. And that's why he's in the top 10. Because, yes, he can be better probably than Nick Chubb. He probably can be better than a lot of these other guys that you put in front of him. But, one, he needs to stay healthy.
Tyler,
two,
the link's in the chat. Scroll up.
And two, we need to use him. He had 164 carries last year, man. 164. That's fucking pathetic. When he was making 6.0 yards per carry. Like, that's when you should have been using him. He was the only one doing anything at the time. If you have to put all the weight on Miles to take pressure off of Wentz or Hurts or whoever was in the backfield at the time, do that. But when somebody is running like that, you don't not run them. You know what I mean? Like this year, you're going to see a whole new Miles Sanders. In fact, I personally have him almost, because we have an extra game, almost breaking McCoy's 1,600-yard season this year. But we have to use him properly, and he needs to stay healthy. And he needs to get the ball more than 200 times this season. But what do you think, man? Anyone, go.
I'm still waiting to hear you.
I see Miles in top 5. He's going to break that crest. This is going to be a breakout season for him. With the way Sirianni's offense seems to be playing out, or should be playing out, he's going to see a lot of carries this season. He's going to be dependent on it. It's not going to be all left on Jalen Hurts. So there's going to be
more of a idiot next to me.
Don't be mad because I'm younger than you.
Oh.
Pound it.
What's up, bro?
How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Well, you just got here, so what's your take on this Dan Orlovsky thing? You've had all day to think about it.
I think it's a crap take. You know, Orlovsky, like, I liked Orlovsky, you know, when he was one of the few people that defended Wentz, when he actually has shown promise over the past couple of years. Last year, I think, I got to the point that even Dan couldn't truly defend him. And I think that's what all the Philadelphia fans truly believe, that there was no more hope for him in the city. But the fact that he's already trying to tear this kid down before he's had a true opportunity to show himself in the NFL, especially with how much progress and how much love he's getting from all of his teammates, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's a crap take. I think that Orlovsky is just, trying to take out his frustrations over the past year. It's just saying, oh, it's all because of this kid that Wentz went downhill. It's because they drafted him. They got rid of all of Wentz's confidence.
Hey,
Tyler.
Tyler.
Yes.
Well, and honestly, Tyler, that's my biggest issue with it all. Is everyone wants to sit here and say, oh, Wentz is talented. He's got this and that. Well, if I'm not correct, Hurts kicked him out of town. Did he not?
Yeah.
I mean, and you want to sit here and you want to say Wentz is better than Hurts. Well, if that's the case, why didn't he stay and fight? If you know you're better than somebody,
if he was better, then he wouldn't have been throwing 2 interceptions a game.
Yeah. I don't understand, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Tyler.
No, but
left.
that's what I'm
Tyler,
saying, man.
other way.
Where,
Go on, we're getting in right now.
Well, and see, that's where my issue with this whole thing stems from, man, is, you can sit there and you can put this on whoever you want, but in the end, dude, Wentz only hurt himself by playing shitty, okay? No lie. And Hurts took advantage of it, props to him, and he chased him out of town. If you are better than your backup, then stay and fucking prove it. Don't just jump and leave shit like a little bitch. Stay behind. You would have had the respect
don't leave
from
like
us
Tyler?
to stay. Huh? You're fucking up my live stream, man.
Oh, great.
That was the same stream together. We're literally the thing 1 and thing 2 here.
What, last night?
Dude, I literally feel like they're brothers. Like, that just can never get away from each other.
Bro, I'm telling you, they're fucking Ike and Tina.
I don't know what that means, you boomer.
You do your history on Ike and Tina, man. I understand y'all are young, but Jesus Christ.
Okay,
everyone knows who Ike
younger
and Tina
than me.
Vic, you know who Ike and Tina is, don't you?
Most definitely.
Exactly. Come on now. Ike and Tina, the singer.
I'm getting tired of
Tina
Terry,
Turner,
Tyler, and Rogue.
I know. You're talking about
okay, so obviously I'm Ike because I have the better hairline.
Oh.
You guys just bicker all the time, man. That's why I call you Ike and Tina, because it's like you love each other deeply, but it's like y'all are like.
I just don't beat them in basketball. So.
No.
We have hit 2 hours and 22 minutes and 22 seconds, so I'm going to leave it at the 22222s here.
Well, it's past that.
Yep, you missed
well,
your
now
chance.
it is. Yeah. Fucking smart asses. Anyway, listen, everyone I believe in here is a content creator. Go ahead, tell these guys where they can find you, what you do, and then we'll get to ending it. Anyone.
All right, Tyler, you go first.
Want me to go first? Alrighty then. So
Jordan,
hi,
go
I'm
first.
Tyler Schlendorn. Maybe I'll post in a week or so, maybe not. But you can find my previously made videos and please no. Yeah, there we go. And by typing this name here into YouTube, you can also find that exact same name on Twitter, where you can see me make some terrible posts. Sometimes posts about football, sometimes posts about Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I'm a hardcore nerd, and other stuff as well.
Hey, just so you know, I will be on Tyler's channel Sunday, right? At 8?
Yep. Gonna have a Beyond Sports with Mr. Eagles Uncensored here.
Oh, you're doing that? You didn't even tell me.
It was top secret.
Surprise!
Wow.
On a need-to-know basis.
Are you doing it after the Euro Championship?
No, I'll probably have. It's probably gonna be either during or it's gonna be after.
Euro's at 3.
Then yeah, it's gonna be after.
Okay. All right, so you can find me on YouTube at Mitchowski right here. And yeah, I post Sixers. I just did a rant on Danny Green. You're not going to want to miss that. Follow me on Twitter, this name right here. You'll be missing out if you're not following me on Twitter. And yeah, that's basically it. And you get to see me and this guy right here on our podcast every Friday, starting next Friday.
Damn, you just lost a bunch of subscribers.
All right. Yep.
Well, that's his fault. His fault.
You can
Go
find
ahead, Slay. Go ahead, buddy. Tell them where they can find you, dude.
you guys are brothers, man.
No,
but
we're not.
you guys are. But
no, we're not.
You can find me on my channel at Big Play Slay. I'm approaching 200. I think I hit 175 right now, but if you could get me there, I would appreciate that. But I'm just focusing on the Eagles, the Lakers, and the maybe even Dodgers too, because I'm a big Dodgers fan. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Tyler looked high. I'm still gonna record my video for tomorrow. No,
man,
tomorrow.
you
It's
guys
for
are going to
tomorrow.
make me have you guys on at separate times, aren't you? I'm going to have to put one of you guys on timeout while one's in here and then keep swapping in and out.
Oh, you know what
That's
you know what I think of this? I feel like Eagles Uncensored is like that dad that always tells you guys what to do and what not to do.
Motherfucker, I am not that old. Do not call me a dad. No.
And then Tyler and Mitch are like those two bad
Tyler,
kids.
don't say that. That sounded completely wrong.
Yeah. First of all, bro, I would have been like 8 when I had these dudes. I'm not a slut.
That sounded completely wrong.
Wait, how old are you, Eagles
I
Uncensored?
am 33. They're 26.
Don't you know you never ask a gentleman his age? How rude.
Tyler's 21.
I mean,
that's still
No.
not even possible.
No.
Good,
Wrong. Bad brother. Worst brother.
22.
All right, Vic. Tell them where they can find you, my guy.
I don't drop any content, but y'all could always check me up on Twitter, Vic3. You'll catch me in all the message boards. You'll catch me on all the sites when I'm on.
All right. And
Awesome.
Jordy. We haven't heard anything from Jordy in like.
Hey, you down there in the corner, shut the fuck up. This is my stream. Jordy.
Hey, how many
go
likes
ahead.
did you get today? How many likes did you get?
I tried to say that so straight face. You have no idea.
All right,
ahead,
so you could find me at the name at the bottom, Dirty Fighter. I run my 3 podcasts for Philly, Notre Dame, and the Celtics. You can see me get disappointed a lot with these teams. And, well, sometimes get loud. But anyways, you can find me there.
Tyler?
Is that it? Oh, okay. Jordy, hey, by the way, now my next objective, I finally got Slay to show his face. Someday, Jordy.
That was me. We both did that.
Well, here's the thing.
No, I got him. Dude.
No, that's you technically didn't because I showed my face on my first video, so you're kind of wrong, but you're kind of right in a way.
So it was me.
So, yes, but also no.
So,
Yep, exactly.
So Jordan, someday here, buddy, I would love to see what you look like. Put a face to the name, man.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
yeah.
So
And we still gonna
listen
see
up,
Tyler.
everyone. Oh my God, Lord help me. Anyway,
Yo,
thank you all for
bro,
coming
I'm allowed to
on.
do this.
Thank you all for coming on, Jordy. Appreciate you, man. You're always a big support for me, my guy. I appreciate you always retweeting my tweets and loving them. Much love to you, sir. Love the content you're putting out and everything you're doing. Vic3, thanks for coming on, man.
there
I
it is.
appreciate
I haven't
you.
seen him in a minute.
Tyler, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to finish.
The kitty cat.
Anyway, Tyler, thank you so much for coming on, dude. I appreciate you, my guy. You've always had my back as well. Mitch, Big Play Slay, definitely got to be doing some more with you here soon, dude. I had fun doing our last one. Philly Foothills, thanks for coming on. I appreciate you, dude. Can't wait for our first stream this Saturday at 4 p.m. Everyone, make sure you get out there and check that out. That's our new podcast, Eats Meets West, bringing the East Coast birds together, West Coast birds together, and everyone in the middle. So make sure you check that out. Please like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. At 100 subs, I'm giving away a free Jalen Hurts jersey. Please don't miss out on that.
What if I win that?
I love.
Yeah, one
It's
more
my
thing I
turn to
gotta
win
say,
something, Mitchell.
dude. Eagles Uncensored is starting to become a professional at this. We gotta acknowledge that he's getting better at this, bro.
Yo, JC made me blush last night, man. Did you see me and JC's thing last night?
Huh?
I saw like the first 10 minutes, and then I left because I had to go somewhere.
Yeah, I love that dude, man. I love working with him. But he was like, yo, he's the new hottest up and coming YouTuber and blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, you're making me blush, but you just jinxed me at the same time. No lie. Woke up this morning, lost a subscriber. I was like,
damn.
Now, Eagles, now that you paid for this, you can actually record your videos on StreamYard.
Yeah. Yep. I'm going to do the exact same thing because I just learned that you can do that. What's it called? 2 or 1 month ago. But you can record using StreamYard and stuff. But
you have to have the premium version though.
Yep, you can use your intro.
Eagles just did that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get that.
Next.
I want to keep recording on my what's called phoners.
Yeah.
Damn,
all right, man.
Too funny, bro.
I love each and every one of you guys, man.
Even
You're
me.
like family to me, And listen, shout out to Philly, the podcast coming in. Mr. Philly 23, thank you for being here. Birdman 951, you were here. Thank you so much for stopping in. Like I said, Vix 3, JC Eagles Talk, all you guys. And shout out to a bunch of other content creators too. Like I said on one of my other streams, it's because of you guys. You help us little dudes that are all in here become more successful. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Joey Shakes, Philly 500, Philly Mike, Philly Take with RB, Joe Castro, all you guys. Thank you for what you do for us. So, until next time, let's what's up?
I mean, Mitch isn't a young content creator. He has 1K. Come on, he's not a younger content creator. He has 1K. Come on, now you gotta give that props.
You just had to put a stomp on my ending, didn't you?
He started it.
I started. I didn't say anything.
Eagles Uncensored really be a dad over here with these two.
Call me dad.
No. Pause. No.
All right, so anyway, this is where I'm going to end it, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. I love talking football with each and every one of you. Until next time, hey, Eagles fans, let's make YouTube go green. Fly, Eagles, fly. And we out.